Boy, oh boy. I'm already here. Let's see. Channel. Live stream. Mute. All chat. Ping. Discord. Okay. Mr. Noah, that's me. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. Hey, yo, it's me. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing on this fine, what is it, Wednesday? It's Wednesday. I didn't see is the Portal of Peril here to stay, or is there a time limit? It's always a week long. The event's a week, and then it comes back every month. Or at least that's how it used to work. I'm sure that that's probably still how it's going to work. I've had an okay day. It's been alright. Doing pretty well on your Thursday morning? I forgot the time zones exist, frankly. Now, what are you doing over here? You got Dworgen's Havoc Hood, but you're not using... You're not using that, but... Is the audio skipping for anyone else, or is it just my connection? Is the audio skipping? If the audio is skipping, someone needs to let me know now. I can just... Now you good? Okay. Check your audio output. See if it's, maybe your headphones aren't plugged in all the way or something. Woo! That's what I'm saying. Good morning. It's 4:43 for me, but good morning to you. We seem to have lost our fourth, which I'm going to assume means that they crashed. Because every once in a while, people still crash in the Portal of Peril. Today is going to be a chill stream. This guy's been chat muted, and he's level 180, which means I think he did something a little naughty, a little bad. No, I'm not. Anywho. Yeah, today's gonna be chill. We're doing Portal of Peril on my wizards, and then I might do some Storm Chrysalis questing. I don't know yet. We'll see. My Storm's in the Sardonyx. I'm almost done. We're getting close. Okay, our fourth is here. I'm going to assume that they did in fact crash. Gotta say, Portal of Peril, it seems fine so far. And the only thing I've really noticed has been crashes. The occasional crash, which I'll take over how it was before. My ice just got to Novus, nearly 170, so I can equip my motorist robe? Hell yeah. How does Portal of Peril work? Is it just random dungeons? Well, if you want a full in-depth guide on it, you'll never believe what today's video was on. For those of you that haven't watched today's video and don't know what Portal of Peril is, go watch that. But it's housing gauntlets. Basically, it's just a housing gauntlet, but it's set at whatever the highest level is, and then you just go for it. I crashed like twice in 10 minutes before. The crashing is problematic. I don't know. I haven't had that many issues. I've done like a good, I don't know, 15 runs now, and I've only crashed once, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Just finished Caramel for the first time ever, and it's peak? Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a man with taste. Man or a woman with taste. Finally hit 170 on console, going for my Waller AoE next? Hell yeah. What's up, Ethan? Welcome to the stream. How we doing? I'm doing alright. Doing okay. I just realized I'm like heavily slouching right now. I'm going to keep heavily slouching. Let me lower the camera so that... There. Could use less Greta though, but it went by fast. Honestly, fair. I mean, Caramel is, it's quite the fast world. It's only like 80 quests long, 14 boss fights. I'm really excited on my Storm to finally get to like Arc 3 and Arc 4, because it's been a long time since I've done those worlds. Bonk. Okay, I see you saying that we hit back, Wizard, but what if you didn't? Yo, welcome to the stream, Devo. Welcome, welcome. I hit my first 180 last night on a fire, opened one motorist pack and got the fire robe. That's pretty legendary. The fire robe is really good. It gives like 10 pierce or something. Okay, well, it should hopefully go smoother now that our 4th is here. Should be able to one around everything. And this guy, if this guy with the mass feint hood would actually use mass feint, it would go even better. I like Caramel too? Hell yeah. So many people simply dislike Caramel, which is a problem. Caramel's great. Talia out here just pip failed. I have no idea what... I mean, you're a fire. I don't know what level you are, but I had assumed 180, but I'm guessing not now. Didn't like Lemuria, though. Lemuria kind of sucked. Lemuria is not my cup of tea. It's been a long time since I've done it, though, so maybe I'd like it better the next time I do it. Caramel was super fun. Polaris through Caramel was a legendary run. Trying to think. Yeah, I mean, that's a good set of worlds. I think Imperia is probably my least favorite of those, but Imperia is still good. Still decent. Not horrible. We're getting stormlorded. This is horrible. Okay, this is horrible. What's happening right now is not good. By the way, is the Wiz audio level fine? I accidentally I reset the volume of it this morning by accident, so I have no idea if it's okay. Audio's fine, great. Part 1 Imperia's but I like Part 2. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm like... My level 107 is goated in these runs, because how the stat boosting works, I end up having just as much, if not more, damage than most max levels. It's kind of crazy. My glow bugs are going crazy. Maybe a little low, but it's fine. I can, like, tick it up just slightly. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know how long I'm gonna do Portal of Peril runs. I might I don't know if I also want to do them on my myth, because my myth has like 7 credits right now, and if I do them on my myth, I'm gonna be doing these for like an hour and a half. So we'll see. What level are you? Level 146, and you don't have perfect power pip? What are you doing? Oh, well, the problem is you're a Thame. Have you considered getting an Athame? What happened to your pet? I know you had a pet a minute ago. Did you eat him? I think my favorite part about the Portal of Peril, and I imagine this is going to be some people's least favorite part of the Portal of Peril, is there's something so fun about seeing a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing. Like, I'm loving looking at these, like, level 30s who are just completely lost. Do you need a better 4th? I mean, I don't have a set running team I'm running with. I just press team up. It's like being in the zoo, but for free. That's rather mean, but I can't help but agree. I can't help but agree. Spent like $20 US for the motorist robe, but didn't get it. That is rough, Kyle. I'm sorry to hear that. But unfortunately, that's the problem with gambling. Let's go gambling. Some people somehow make it to like 130 with under 70 damage the whole time. I just assume that those are the people that are probably just spamming the team up button. You mean we all don't get in our first pack? To be fair, I also got it in only a few. Like, I think I got it in like less than 5,000 crowns, so that was like, what, 10 bucks? And I got it on both my myth and my fire. So, not horrible. I think I also have one for my Storm as well, but he's only level 107, so he can't use it yet. Can't use it yet. You know, I think I always realize how little, or how few Ice Wizards there are whenever someone casts Count Crocula, because I'm like, I forget that that's a spell. I don't see Ice Wizards. Getting the Fire Bite cost me 80,000 crowns. See, that's way more than I'm willing to spend on this game. I think I've bought maybe $100 worth of crowns in the last year. And that's like stretching it. I don't even think I've bought that much. Yo, is that the most HP a Storm can get, or you're not best in slot? This is my stats being boosted by the level scaling of Portal of Peril. My actual health is only 4,000. It's just the Portal of Peril is boosting it up to what it thinks a level 150's health would be. Had no idea what I was doing the first time I did it, but I'm loving it. It's so much fun. Yeah, the Portal of Peril is a lot of fun. Thought you were on your main Storm, my bad. This is my main Storm. Surprise, my Storm is only level, my Storm's only level 100. How'd you feel about a real-time combat, third-person RPG Pirate 101 game? That would just be a completely different genre of game than these games, but it could be cool. Do you also get the badges from completing the Housing Gauntlets? No. You do not get badges for these. Spent 230,000 crowns on the Chompy Bronto. See, that right there sounds like a waste of money. Like, I kind of get it, but I'll never understand people's, like, hard obsession with getting the stats that much. Like, you're getting maybe 5 extra damage from that. And it's like, that's just so expensive. Why would you do that? Alright, Michael, what are you doing? Michael Hawk. Plot twist, he just really loves the mount design? That would be nuts. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, maybe this is a controversial take, but I feel like the Brontos and the Frillasaur pets look really ugly. I actually, on my myth, I have the... Oh, you're using the feints? Brother. Brother. We bladed this guy specifically so he could use the... Oh, whatever. I have the Bronto and the Frillasaur on my myth, but I just don't use it. Because it just... They look ugly. I think I saw a Cord Boar video where their min-maxed ice with raid gear was worse damage than a death with bizarre gear. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Ice, or you're comparing the least amount of damage school in the game to the most amount of damage school in the game. My account was suspended for a month because I added this guy to a group chat and we all clowned on him for talking trash, and he said something about using AI to change our texts. What? What? That sounds wild. Hello, Gary. You said ice is good at max level, but I noticed Core and Boar Tech hates ice so much. I said that okay, well, here's the thing. Ice is good at max level, but every school is good at max level. Ice is probably the worst of the schools at max level, but that doesn't mean that it's not good, if that makes sense. Like, the problem with ice is that a max level life is going to do the exact same thing that a max level ice does, but just better. I love my max ice for solo play. The resist is insane. Yeah, I mean, ice can get up to like 90% resist now, just at base, with like 190 damage. But in a team setting up just a worse life or death. I mean, that's kind of what it is, right? Is it's like, ice is good, but every school is good at max level. So, like, you know, they could just be, you could be better. If you have Ship of Fools and Pigsy, is there a good Gold Skeleton Key boss that has good spells for other schools? Well, it depends on what school you are. Depends on what school you are. Every school has, like, their quote-unquote best lore spell. Depends on the school. School doesn't matter when you have mass feint. That is kind of how it goes. I can't get over the fact that this guy right here, Blaze over here, is using... I just realized he added me. I don't really want this guy in my friends list. This guy has the Dorgan's Havoc Hood, but he hasn't used mass feint a single time. My 170 balance has like 53 resist across the board, but still has the level 100 robe. Still good enough? I mean, he could definitely be significantly better. A level 170 balance should be able to get up into like the 70% resist range while having like a ton of damage still. Haven't checked yet. Is everything the same for console for this? This event is not out on console. I regret to inform you. The Portal of Peril, it ain't there yet. It's a classic King's Isle moment. My hopes, and this may be rather bold in my hopes because I kind of highly doubt they're doing this, but my hopes would be that they're like conglomerating all of the updates into one, and they're going to release like a huge mega update. Like the ultimate play would be if they released like all of the 2025 updates in one. That would be great. In Europe, we don't have it either. Yeah, that's a EU whiz moment too. I joined for Portal. I need them coins. I mean, you can if you want to. I was just going into team up, but if there's like 3 other people here that want to, I'd be down. Got me back into Wiz. Do you have any plans for doing a guide to gear farming video? Not what gear to farm, but tips for doing so. I could do something like that. I think the problem with that is the fact that realistically, it's just every other guide that I've made. Like the deck setups, what stats to focus on. If you have everything you know, like everything that's from those videos, if you just use that while farming, that's the best way to farm, basically. I don't understand how Seraph third path spell writing works. It says it gambits heal damage over time to 1120 damage over time, but I still only get 135 heals. I thought it was a 1200 heal. Let me look it up. Let me see what it does. Let me see what that do. Can we get a pet system rework? My pet sucks so bad. That sounds like you need to train. Okay, so what the gambit does is it gambits a heal over time, and it puts 2 heal over times that will heal 1120 over 4 rounds. So each one is probably going to heal about 100. So take the 1120, divide it by 2, so that's 600. 600 divided by 4, and it's doing that twice over the course of 4 rounds, if that makes sense. Yo, can I show you something after this match? I mean, I guess. Made it to the catacombs for the first time, and now I know why you hate it? Yup. It do suck. Alright. Massive frost giant here. I actually don't know if this will kill. No, I'm thinking about it. 69 watching. Nice. Hell yeah. Grinding for Merciless on my death and got almost full set of fire before my first piece of death. I'm not grinding up a new fire wizard out of sheer frustration. I get that. Catacombs is my favorite area. Hot take. What? Have you figured out what the Mockenspiel turns question mark charm into question mark means? I think from what I understand is it turns any charm that you have into the version of your school, I think. The solo fights in Wallaroo, though, they were truly hell. I think they've been nerfed recently. I don't know exactly what to because I haven't done them since, but I think they're a bit better now. Okay. Arc 3 boss cheats are a killer on a solo Storm Wizard. Soloing on Storm is rough. Trying to get from Wallaroo to Darkmoor is horrible on a balance. Understandable. Alright. Anyone that wants to farm with me, I'm going to be in the realm Ivan. Allura Daydreamer is also here, but I'm in the realm Ivan, for those of you that want to join. I imagine there'll be at least 3 of you. Okay, like, there is literally 3 of you. I imagine this is all of you, right? Okay, there's like 6 of you. Check the pet. Yo, it's Don Chico. It's the Ice Don Chico. That's legendary, actually. I gotta make a Don Chico on my Storm. This is first come, first serve, by the way. So, like, anyone that gets on the sigil... I mean, these people that are on the sigil. For those of you that didn't get it, surely you'll be here next time. This one's like a Desperation. Yeah, Desperation sucks. That one do suck. When is console getting updates? We have to be 5 updates behind at this point. You guys are 4 updates behind, and I would hope in the near future. I would hope. Trying to figure out how to make a good pet makes my head hurt. I have guides for it. If you need them, I have guides for it. Bunyip for the win? Hell yeah. I won't have Bunyip for another 70 levels. Or, not 70, it's like 50 now. But I'm gonna get there. I haven't played the game since it first came out, and I never got a membership. Barely got back into it since it came out for console, doing life, and just got to Dragonspire? Hell yeah. Welcome back to this game. It's certainly come a long way. Reagent farming, I feel like a 1620 settler. Hell yeah. What major updates are we missing on console? What's my damage right now? 197. I have more damage than you. Oh wait, you're also a level 101 ice. The damage scaling is crazy in this. Chris has 175 max level. Alexandra has 220. Look at me. Look at me go. I have the same damage as a level 170 Storm at level 107. You have 60 armor pierce. Okay, 60 armor pierce might be a bit crazy. I can't compete with that. I can't compete with that. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted for the major update question. Console is missing atavistic gear, it's missing Gorgon gear, it's missing the pity system in Aquila. It's missing the Darkmoor update and the new shadow changes, and now it's missing the new Spellement changes and the spring update stuff. Yeah, it's also missing the Arc 1 XP boost. As a fellow Myth First Wizard enjoyer, I've been loving your videos. Thank you. I am a Myth enjoyer. Yeah, the Alpha and Omega Ring and the Blade of Fell Titan drop rates have been lowered, so if you're on console, you should absolutely farm for those now. Would you recommend farming reagents to craft the Dream Reaver gear or stay in the rabbit hole and get the Fairy K robe? I mean, I would heavily recommend not doing that. If you're going to get any robe, I don't know if you're on console or PC. If you're on console, you probably want, or if you're on PC, you want the Forbidden Library robe at 170, the plot armor. But, I would just go for Reaver. I personally don't like buying packs, but I know not everyone's like that. Fairy K robe is not very good. Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm leveling my life to 60 on my second account. Is Fire or Storm best with life to solo farm bosses together? Probably Storm. What other items are worth farming now on console? I mean, there's so many of them. I have, in my recent, I made a video about a week and a half ago to 2 weeks ago now, about what gear to farm. If you want to look at that, there's plenty of things that I would recommend. Like gear vaults and jewel vaults are good to have. Getting a pet's good. Reaver robe involves farming Nightmare unless you buy it from a pack. That's true. Don't get Reaver robe. If you're on console, you should farm for the Avatar gear instead. Do Selenopolis and get the Avatar robe. Do you prefer Fire or Life in terms of fun in PvE? I feel like Life's more flexible. I definitely prefer Life, but depends on where who you are, what you like doing. Would you say Fairy K is the best crown gear? Probably not, no. There's definitely better options. Probably Motorist robe. I think it's the only good crown robe at max level, right? The House and Gauntlet dungeons, the Forbidden Library, and the Liches and Legends robes are both really good, and then the Motorist robe is also really good. The Motorist is the attack template, the other two are the defense template. And then on PC now we have the Hidden Temple Gauntlet pack, and the Hidden Temple is even better at 180. Nightmare is an amazing dungeon. I have both Pharaoh, Rama Croc, and Didri Dragon as a house guest. I mean, hey, to each their own. I personally despised the Nightmare, but, you know. Hidden Temple's better than Motorist. Hidden Temple is very, very close to Motorist. I would say on Storm, Fire, and maybe Myth, you would probably still want Motorist, and then I guess maybe Death as well. But the robes from the Hidden Temple Gauntlet are crazy in terms of resist. Like, the Death robe gives like 32 damage and 22 resist, which is only like 1 damage off the Motorist robe with an extra like 7 resist. Hidden Temple robes are crazy. How easy is Portal of Peril runs and never done it? Extremely easy. Just queue into team up and then spam AoE spells for this one. Depends on what Housing Gauntlet is being run, but this one right now, it's pretty easy. Hello, Soul. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, they have a special version of Medusa in this battle where it doesn't stun for some reason. Don't know why. Couldn't tell you why. The last battle has a version of Ifrit that doesn't have the weakness as well. I don't know what that's about. But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I did a team up earlier, then got teamed with a bunch of low levels that left. That sucks. Surprisingly enough, I haven't had anyone leave. How long will it last? It lasts 6 days, or it lasts a full week, and then it comes back once a month. This is the only event in Wiz I like. Fair enough. Yeah, so it'll last 5 more days total. And then, yeah. Hidden Temple's not better than Motorist. Only Ice, New Jade Robe, more Pierce on Motorist, which is what you want. I think it depends on what you are. Because I would say for most schools, the resist is huge. Like, I would trade multiple resist for, like, 2 Pierce at most. Hello, Noah. First time I caught one of your streams? Welcome to the stream. Do credits reset after 24 hours? No. So credits will continuously add on to your current credits until the end of the event. They don't carry over to the next event. So if you signed on every day and claimed your credits, by the 7th day, you would have like 20 plus credits, but you would have to then do 20 runs in one day. Blaze has just messaged me. Can you help me, please? I am level 107, sir. For last boss, if you get 2 feints and a blade, you can just Zilla and kill. Alright, I'm down. Dual schooling advice, sir. I have 218 life damage and 171 balance damage dueling. Should I invest more in main school damage? 39 pierce, 20 balance. Okay, so here's the problem with that. I don't know that much about dual schooling, realistically. I personally never do it because it doesn't interest me. But I know that you want, what is it, the punishing pins? And, I mean, you can absolutely dual school extremely well now in this game. You just need to get the gear sets that have pins. You only get 4 per character. It's 4 per character per day, if you remember. Storm duel if you're alive? Yeah. Who's your favorite character? Who is my favorite character? There's some good ones in Arc 3 and Arc 4. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the donation. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much. Captain Pork is really good. There's a lot of Arc 3 characters that are really good. Like, Captain Pork is good. Ozymandias and Mirage is really good. I like a lot of the Cabal members, too. Like, Judge Veg is cool. Yeah, that's probably in my top ones. I can't think of anything else. Have you seen the Super and Majestic bundles available for PS5? I don't know if it's for all consoles, just wondering if you think it's worth it. I mean, I think that those bundles are just... They don't have anything that insanely good. but they have, I mean, they have cool looking bundle gear. I think it's the Majestic bundle is what the main house I use on my myth is. So if you've ever seen my videos where my myth is there, just walking around his house, that is in fact what that house is. What are the lore spell elements that drop from the Portal of Peril? Is there a list somewhere? So it drops, you can trade in fortune tokens for the lore spells of your school. So it's all of the lore spells. If you want, like, look up, I have like a video ranking all the lore spells. It's all of those. The Chrysalis goat, that's what I'm saying. Favorite's got to be Cyrus. Fair enough, based. Cyrus is a cool guy. Bet thanks, no problem. How much do they give? It's only one per... I think it's 6 fortune tokens is 1 spell element. So it's not a very good way to do it. I would recommend just getting gold keys. But if you only need like a few more, not horrible. Finally getting my Arc 2 spell elements up. I hate spell element farming. I do too. I am ready for a better way to farm spell elements. Been waiting for a while and we still haven't gotten one. Dworgen, to be honest, he has to be the funniest character. Dworgen's pretty cool. Dworgen's the goat. I feel like it's kind of funny. There's not a lot of Arc 1 or Arc 2 characters that I would consider to be, like, in my top. There's Devim. Devim is legendary, but... Are spell elements worth farming? I think that specifically these 7-pip AoE, Wallaroo AoE... Yeah, the 7-pip and the Wallaroo AoE spell elements are definitely worth farming. Because those are the 2 spells you're going to be using most often in this game. That sucks. I heard Portal was the best way to farm it, but in reality it isn't. Well, so the thing about Portal is that you can get gold skeleton keys from it. It's 400 fortune tokens per gold skeleton key, and that's technically going to be... You're going to be getting like 2 to 3 per run of the Scroll of Fortune. Which if you compare that to like your daily rewards, that's like more gold skeleton keys than you can get from those. They all add up. Who's the most disliked character? Probably Ishtar, if I had to guess. I've been farming Rainbow Serpent, so that's good. Definitely a good one to have. It depends on you. I mean, personally, I haven't done a ton of spellman farming on my wizards. My Storm is absolutely by far the most I've done out of any of them. Let me replace Stormlord with Stormzilla, you said? Gabriel. Alright, look at that damage on that Stormzilla, hell yeah. Duncan Grimwater. Duncan Grimwater does suck. I'd say Abigail Doolittle is probably the worst character. Abigail Doolittle also sucks. Ishtar was annoying, but she filled her role as inexperienced Teen Genie very well. She did, that's true. What realm can I hop in? I mean, I'm in the realm... I think I switched the realm Ivan, but it's first come, first serve. Whoever gets on the sigil first is the victor. I never liked Mallory. I think Mallory's fine. I liked Mallory later on. She was a bit iffy in Mirage, I think. Thank you, Chris. That's awfully parasocial of you. What would you recommend buying with fortune tokens? I would recommend Arc 2 spell elements of your school. Damn, look at that. 23k damage. I'm actually kind of the GOAT. Alright. Okay, real quick, before I hop into the next run, I do need to run and use the bathroom. Oh, also, Energy Robe, massive W. Buy the Arc 2 spell elements of your school. That is definitely the way to go. I'm in the realm Ivan. For anyone who wants to come join the next run, I'll be back in like less than a... I'm back. It's me. I'm back. Alright, who's here? Oh, there's just a conglomerate of people here. Oh wait, I wasn't wearing my headphones before. I am not gonna wear them now. Alright, we ready? We dropping? Randomly woke up at 2 a.m. and Portal of Peril is back. I'm so in. Yeah, it's been back. It came back yesterday. The random Arc 2 spell elements yield more 7-pip AoE per 100 coins. I wrote an essay in the comment section of the new video. Interesting. Okay. So the fully random one then? I guess it kind of makes sense. It depends on how lucky you are, right? If it's fully random. What is the system you think needs updating the most? Needs updating? Good question. Good question. I think that spell elements need to be dropped more, but that's assuming you have all the schools on one account. I only have a death. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Because on this account, I have a myth, a storm, and my fire. But I don't have anything else. Fishing update when? Fishing would be good. Does double reagents work on spell elements? No, it does not. If they added double spell elements thing, that would be awesome. Do you get many bugs? I think that's the worst part of the game. I don't really get bugs or anything. I feel like, I don't know. Personally, when I'm playing Wiz, I don't tend to experience that many issues. I love the Keyblade. It looks awesome. If they added a double spell elements member benefit, I'm sure a lot of people love that. I gotta say, yeah, like, the thing is, like, a crafting update would be great. A fishing update would be great, but is that the most needed? I'm not sure. Walking in the fairgrounds, I'm dropping to 15 FPS. There's people there right now. I think a good change would be doing weekly bunches like grinding weekend where drops are more frequent / free rerolls. That would be cool as well. I agree. Okay, I have a feeling that this run is going to go real smooth. If we got double blades into mass feint, this is going to go crazy fast. Secondary skill weekend. Okay, you know, I would like something like that. Honestly, I mean, when I made my member benefit video, I talked about that. I think that they should show up way more frequently than they do. And it should be a better rotation system than it currently is. How it is, it's just a little lame. Do you get coins pretty often? You get 5 from the first boss, you get 10 from the second boss, and then from the points you get more, like, what am I trying to say? Why my brain is lagging right now. From the points you can get like bundles of 30 plus, which are really good. Is the portal completely fixed now? From what I have seen, there is really no issues with it. The only issue I've had with the Portal of Peril is that every once in a while, I'll crash upon entering it. But, realistically, haven't had any issues other than that. Which, I mean, is way better than it was before. What's your guys' least favorite event? Mine's probably Decathlon. Does Beast Moon count as an event? I guess it's not really, because it's going all the time. It is an event, though? Then probably Beast Moon. Probably Beast Moon. They need a better set schedule. Want to quest in Chrysalis later? I mean, I'm down, but I might be way ahead of you. I don't know where exactly you are in Chrysalis. I'm in the Sardonyx. Yeah, I just think, I don't know, Decathlon is like, eh. I've never been that interested in it. I know that some people like it a lot, but I've just never seen the appeal to it. It takes too much resources, like gold for TC. I think I tried it one time, and I was just like, I'm bored. I'm going back to my questing. You know, I should get the Keyblade. What dungeon it's from? It's from... Is it from Nightmare? No, it's from the Unforgiven Dead. Okay. It's a pretty rare drop, if I remember correctly, right? I think the Unforgiven Dead is actually one of the only housing gauntlets that I don't have. My level 44 ice is getting 91 resist in Portal of Peril. That's crazy, and I love that. Decathlon's only fun when you prepare TCs way in advance. Fair enough. I don't know, I've never had the appeal to it. Like, it's never appealed to me that much. That was like a pre-fire on Mass Feint there. That was kind of nuts. This is by far the fastest Portal of Peril run I've had, by the way. I've never had people just full blading one person. I always have people just spamming. It is way faster when you do it this way. Scald Incendiate still busted? That makes sense. I'm in Conda Desert, but I'd be down in a quest with you. I mean, listen, anyone that wants to join, I'm probably... Do I just go to Chrysalis questing right after this, or do I do portal runs on my myth? What do you guys think? Can I make a poll? How do I make a poll? Start a poll. Question. Portal on myth or Chrysalis?
I'm knocked down.
I can't say I particularly care one way or the other. I'm probably still going to do Chrysalis at the end of the day, I imagine. I don't know if I'll do all of the runs on my myth, because my myth has a few banked. My myth is at has 7, and I don't really want to do 7 more runs right now, but I'll do a few on my myth at least. Okay, it's looking like we're thinking Portal. So I'll do a few more on my myth. Do you need membership for Portal of Peril? You do not. The advantage to being a member is you get an extra 2 runs per day, but even without those, I'm pretty sure if you do runs every day with only two credits, I think you still have enough to complete the event. Or if you don't, you get very close. And you can, it's definitely still good. What realm should I go to quest with you? Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. It'll be in a bit. How many coins do you get for every run? You get like 15 guaranteed from what I'm seeing from the boss, and then you get bonus ones from the points that you get for completing them. Do you think buying spell elements are better or getting gold keys for spell elements? For the lore spell elements, absolutely. I mean, the lore spell elements, you want gold keys. Gold keys are the way to go. You can get an insane amount of spell elements with gold keys. Okay, yeah, we got 40 votes and most are on Portal. We'll continue doing Portal runs for a bit. Gold keys are way better for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think gold keys are just the play. They're always the play. Alright, should be able to hit him with the Hit him with the one round. Hit him with the double feint blade. Call it a day. Or double blade feint. I might still be able to kill with that. We'll see. Is there a reason they didn't add it to console? Is it a recent thing? I mean, console is just really behind. From what I understand, from what I have heard, is that console, they're allotted... Oh, that shield is annoying. We'll see how that works, but... I think that console is only allotted one update per quarter, from what I understand. One major update. And so they want to make it a big update. I think that they could... My hope is that they do like a really big update in the spring. What do I do with gold keys? I have like 5 of them, level 176, never used them. You get lore spells with them. I mean, you can save them. It depends on what school you are. For a lot of schools, realistically, 5 gold keys isn't really going to get you a ton. Depends on what school you are, really. You're the goat of Wiz YouTubers, bro. Used to watch the crafting guide to Deer Knight back in the day. That video was probably really bad. I don't know how bad it actually is or was, but I feel like it was probably pretty bad. Alright, so that's all of the runs I can do on my storm. I can't go back in yet because I am out of things on my storm. So I have 375 fortune coins. That's not bad. I do need to have beaten Chrysalis before I can trade for Arc 2 spell elements, though. So that's it on my storm. Let me move to my myth. Oh god, there's so many people here. I was in the realm Ivan. I'm going to go back to Ivan. Hello, friends. Here on my myth, we got 7 credits. I don't think I'm going to use all of them now, but we do have 7 credits. Let me take the Purges and Shatters out of my deck and move on to the Sigil. Anyone that wants to join is welcome. Do we only have 3 people? Do we want to back out? Well, we've gone in now, so it's too late. We've gone in now, okay, it's fine. I thought more would join, I did too. It's okay, we can do it with 3. It might be a bit slower, but we can totally do it with 3. Especially with Mass Feint. On balance, as a balance, realistically, lore spells are not... I don't think there's that many good balanced lore spells. The best one would probably be like Brave Sir Badger, maybe. Do you ever struggle to finish a character? I have a myth that's 171 and a death that's 160 now. I'm working on a life. I find that I get bored, but that's just me. Hey, Noah, quick question. You probably already get asked this a lot in your videos, but when do you think you're going to continue your ice stream? Been enjoying it lately? Probably soon. I've just been procrastinating because I really don't want to do Arc 2. I really don't want to do Arc 2, but I'll probably get it done eventually, soon, hopefully. What type of wizard is Portal most helpful for? It's helpful for every type of wizard. The ability to get Arc 2 spell elements, like the 7-pip AoE spell elements, is good on literally every school. I guess the least helpful would maybe be Ice, just because Frost Giant isn't that good. But for every other wizard, I mean, for every wizard, it's good. How long are you streaming? Need something to fall asleep to? Probably at least another 2 hours. We'll see. Just gonna be chill, doing some more portal runs, and then I'm gonna swap over to Chrysalis questing a little bit later. Should I try to get Pigsy or Skeleton Keys? You should... Realistically, if you're talking about for the Portal of Peril, you should probably get gold Skeleton Keys and use those for Pigsy, because it's just gonna be... I mean, okay, I'm trying to think. It's 6 per spell element. Yeah, you'd probably be better off... You'd probably be better off getting gold keys and then doing them that way. Is Portal of Peril still bugged like last year? Does not seem like it. Seems like the Portal of Peril has been largely fixed. Praise be King's Isle. Oh yeah, I love falling asleep to your streams. You know, I appreciate that. It's kind of funny because it's like, I don't know how many people would think this, but I feel like being told that you're, like, being told that falling asleep to your videos is, like, I don't know, I feel like that's a cool compliment, you know? Being soothing enough that someone's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw this on and go to sleep. I don't know how much I have the voice for it, but... Shrug. Do I want to drink this other Spring Edition Red Bull? I kind of do. Has anyone had it? It's really good. Hope it becomes an ASMR channel in the future? Not likely. I'm gonna drink it. Alright, now the problem with this next fight is I don't think we can one-round it with 3. Oh wait, not this fight, the boss fight. I was thinking of the boss fight. Save space for real, so it's a compliment? Well, I appreciate that. Alright. Trying to get circular damage tools from a max depth right now. I need to get the badges, though. Do you think doing the Darkmoor or Wallaroo would be easier? Absolutely. Darkmoor would be easier. There's more people doing Balaur runs right now, and you only need to do 5 runs. Whereas in Wallaroo, less people are going to be doing Freddy significantly, and Freddy is also just a harder fight by default than Balaur is. Balaur also, the runs are so simple. Like, everyone knows how to do them. The triple feint into 3 pip hit. Just really easy. Only issue is probably the people that aren't, like, good at the first fight, the exam. The swords are horrible. They're not that bad. It can take a little bit of time, but I don't know. I feel like if we're talking about just speed of runs, unless you have a dedicated team doing Freddy, you're probably going to be going way faster in Balaur. Also, I seem to have not killed. I have failed my job. This is horrible. Why is the balance AoE in Wallaroo a storm hit? I don't know. It's supposed to just be like a cool, like, doesn't do balance damage, but it is a bit weird, yeah. Fighting Freddy right now? Good luck with that. What do you think the next world is going to be? I think... Why are you using Rebirth? Cease? What do you think the next world's going to be? I think they're going to go for a world we already know, like Darkmoor and Wallaroo. Okay. Now here's the thing. Okay, I don't know what I think it's going to be, but I do know what I want it to be. I want it to be Cool Ranch. If we went to Cool Ranch in Wizard, like in Wizard101, I would die. Like, that would be the best. We need Cool Ranch in Wiz. Isn't Raja a world they've talked about before? Yeah, that's in, they talk about it in Pirate Marleybone, I think. 100% Cool Ranch would be good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think one of my favorite dungeons in Wizard101 is the Great Skytrain Robbery Gauntlet. That Housing Gauntlet is so good. Hey, made it to a stream? Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. How's my newest video doing? It's doing okay. I'll take that. I will take that. If you guys haven't watched it, queue it up. These spring Red Bulls are so good. I need to make sure I don't get addicted to these. Back when the winter Red Bull came out, like last year, like the iced winter berry, I had way too many of those. And Red Bull, I hate it because they don't have as much caffeine as I usually drink, so I need to drink like 2 of them in the morning. And that's just too expensive for me. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like paying like $6 a day for energy drinks. That sucks. What if they made a new school like Time Magic? That would be interesting. I don't know how they would do that, but it could be interesting. I think that there's likely at this point we're probably not going to see anything, any other schools. I think the schools that they can do have already kind of been done. They've done Astral, they've done Shadow. The reason why light magic technically doesn't work is because in canon, in lore, light magic is what we're already using. Like, shadow magic is, like, the perversion of what we use normally. Alright, I'm going to Frenzy into Orthrus this fight. White Monsters reign supreme. I used to drink Monster back in high school, but I found that it made me really shaky. Which I know that sounds weird, because you're talking about, like, an energy drink. But, like, most of the time energy drinks don't make me shaky, but Monster did. It'd make my heart race. And that was back when I was really overweight, and my heart rate was, like, triple what it is now. Like, I'd drink a Monster and my heart rate would go up to, like, 120. And that ain't right. That ain't right, I tell you. I also used to drink a lot more coffee back in high school. Sometimes I'm like, man, I should go back to coffee. It's a lot cheaper of an addiction. Crazy they don't have wind. I feel like Storm is supposed to be quote-unquote wind. Wisteria would probably never happen, but it would be funny. Yeah. I mean, I think the problem with Wisteria is obviously that their magic is literally supposed to... It's supposed to be just a cheap knockoff of our magic. But it would be cool if they could make, like, a dedicated Wisteria spell. I guess they kind of already did with the Wisteria lore spells, but, like... True, I buy monsters in bulk at BJ's, so it's like $2 a can, but that's still double coffee. Yup. I usually get like 12 packs from my local store, and it's a bit cheaper, but still more expensive than I'd like. I think your idea of returning to Wisteria is absolutely gas, and I hope that they do that. I would love that. I drink coffee like 4 to 5 times a day. That sounds like you are going to die of a caffeine overdose. How strong is your coffee? Because if you're drinking like 1,000 milligrams a day, that ain't healthy. Drink whiskey like the rest of us? I abstain from substances. Besides caffeine, I guess. I am not a drinker. More of a tea enjoyer personally. I like it all, honestly. Tea, coffee. I have a massive soft spot for boba. Anytime I can order boba, I will order boba. And that shit's just good. Drink coffee for my migraine. See, I feel like that's such a classic caffeine addiction moment. There's something in your head that it's like, well, if I don't drink caffeine, I'm gonna get a headache. So the best way to cure a headache is with caffeine. I want to go back to Wisteria to beat Belladonna Crisp. So true and based for that. Are you familiar with the concept of pilk? That is a crazy way to say that, but yes, I am familiar. Like, I don't know how else you would say that, but it just seems like, yes, are you familiar with the concept of pilk? Like, yes, I am. What's good? What's up? Welcome to the stream. I just tried to enchant Frenzy. That's not how that works. The doctor literally told me to. I don't like coffee? Huh. I didn't think coffee actually helped, but But, you know what? If it does, I mean, sick. What if you could enchant your enchants? Enchant frenzy would be sick. That's what I'm talking about. Caffeine helps with migraine. Okay. I mean, shit, dude. Fair enough. Fair enough. It would be nice if new mechanics used mana instead of energy. That's what I'm saying. It's still wild to me that cantrips cost energy. Like, who is spending their energy on cantrips? There's times where I do that trying to enchant the enchants. I feel that. Yeah, mana should definitely affect cantrips and fishing. Cantrips are essential for raids. Well, I'm sure that the 1% of the audience that does raids will enjoy those. Do you remember the clips of the dev Spark trying to enchant his AoEs with Sharpened Blade or whatever? I do very, very vaguely remember that. Okay, since there's only 3 of us, I think the best play here is to just wait around and Orthrus again. Does he resist Myth? I feel like he probably resists Myth. But surely my Pierce will just work. Noah, if KI offered you a spot as a dev, do you think you would take it? Do I look like I know anything about game design? I mean, if they're offering, sure, but there's a few problems with that, such as the fact that KIHQ is in Texas, and I don't live anywhere near Texas. The fact I don't know anything about game design or programming or anything. I could be their ideas guy. I could go in and be like, hey guys, I got some ideas for you. And they're like, alright, okay, I guess. I could be a consultant to the community. I don't think game devin is for me. Social media manager? Honestly, to be fair, I feel like I would... I mean, listen, I don't know who does the social media managing, but I feel like I could do that job. Not saying I could do it better than them, but I feel like I could do it. Is it Oni Shadow? What's the point of raids if they put the coffees of robes in packs? The point is to not have to spend money on the packs. Community manager's the right spot for you. This is assuming that I would ever be able to work at KI, which I just can't. They're a little far away. You ever thought about expanding your Wiz content to other platforms like Twitch or TikTok? I think Twitch there would be next to no point in, but TikTok could expand it, but I'm lazy. I'm in Texas. I'll put a good word for you. Where you at? Where they at? I actually don't know where they are. I just know that they're in Texas. If they offered you an online position, would you take it? I mean, yeah. But like, that's not... Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Alright, well, you know what? That went pretty smoothly for only having 3 people. Look at us go. Too lazy, what a W response. Alright, guys. We're in the realm Ivan. Anyone that wants to show up can. Let's try to get 4 people in this time instead of only 3. There is plenty of people here, so we'll see. Pandora. Alright, we definitely got 4 people here. We running? I'm running. I'm going in. I'm going in. You know, it's really weird. I don't know why, but like, I don't know if it's like I have a different posture when I'm streaming and recording, but I find myself like wanting to stand up when I'm streaming and recording, despite the fact that there are other times when I can play video games for like hours and never have that issue. What's it looking like? Not a bad squad. Alright. We don't got Mass Fame, but that's fine. So what you're saying is you want to stand and give a house tour? I'm good. I'm not going to say my room is messy, but it's not as clean as I would like it. I also made my camera go out of focus by doing that, my bad. What do you think the most iconic line of dialogue is? Well, the first one that popped in my head was Stallion Quartermain going, "To adventure!" I don't really know if that's the most iconic, though. Hey, you. You're finally awake. You started this war. Plunged Skyrim into chaos. Now the Empire's going to put you down. And restore the peace. Please, your rancidness. I forgot about that. It's been so long since I've done Dragoon farming. That just brought back core memories. Must have been the wind. We're just out here doing Skyrim voice lines now? Okay, that is tragic. Did we just get double fizzles? That's so sad. But also hilarious. The old Sarah Knight chant with his greetings? True. Greetings. Love that guy. I'm sure this Kaiser fellow enjoys the catacombs. You know what? I'm sure... No. I was gonna say I'm sure there's some kind of alternate reality version of me that does, but no. No, I'm good. Catacombs is underrated. I think it's rated exactly where it needs to be. If you want to hate yourself, do the Catacombs before you end stream. I'm good. I'm good, guys. Frankly, I'm good. See, the thing is, though, and I hate that I'm going to say this, is that on my Storm, I've been doing all the side quests, and I kind of feel like I should do the Catacombs at some point. But at the same time, how good is my mental health right now? And do I want it to be worse? I don't know. I don't know. Greetings got removed from menu chat? That's so sad. That's so sad. I'm a Catacombs enjoyer. It's fun. They say I need to go to therapy. That would probably, I mean, yeah. Follow crown and carry you through it. Just saying, I don't drink. I can't drink. I mean, no, I can drink. I just don't. I abstain. What gear set would you add to the level bracket wise besides 80? I personally, I mean, I know that this would literally kill the Catacombs already, and it's already dead, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I think that there should be a level 80 gear set and a level 125 gear set. I think those are the two levels that needs it the most. Do you power level your Storm or solo? I was soloing for a while until I get to Arc 2, and then I realized I didn't want to be in Arc 2 anymore. So I stopped going solo. I have trauma from the catacombs. It was 100% my team's inexperience, but I remember old and new Gregor took like 2 hours. Yeah. I mean, the catacombs was rough back in the day. I only first finished it like a few months ago now. You can buy the Kabbalist hat and boots from the bazaar though? No? I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean that those aren't very good. And there's also no robe. I think a full set of level 125 gear that is in between Merciless and Darkmoor would be cool. I mean, see, the thing is though, is I don't think we need it. I just think that that would be a good level for a gear set. Because I'm thinking of like when there's major gaps right now, and like the major gaps are from levels 60 to 100 and from level 100 to 150. So I feel like that would be a good time, if you know what I mean. I soloed the Gregors in my storm. Never touch that place again. That sounds rough. Since I hate team up with random people, can I solo all bosses and farm them with just my storm and life together? If you are semi-decent at the game, and you kind of have an idea of what you... Oh, you know what? Okay, I did not realize you guys were triple fainting. If I realized we were triple fainting, I would have just hit. With just a life and a storm, you should be able to do about 95% plus content in this game. I think there's maybe a few bosses that you're going to want more people for. Like, I think if you're doing Castle Darkmoor and you're doing, like, Malastare the Undying, I think that would be one that you'd probably want more people for, but you could do it with 2. It would just suck. All right, let's hit him with the ore first. This is gonna do way too much damage. Simply way too much damage. Better make a good dungeon if they do it, 125 or 80. I'm annoyed that they keep making these housing dungeons that I think are really good, and then making them housing dungeons instead of main dungeons. Like, I think the Hidden Temple Gauntlet is, like, pretty sick. Like, I did it for the first time the other day. They could have easily made it the level 80 Azteca dungeon instead. It would have been so easy to do that, but they didn't. Crazy to me that they made all the AoEs faster besides balance, and I still decided to get to 170. Well, the problem with balance is that originally Power Nova... So, the reason why Raw is the animation that sped up and not Power Nova is because originally Raw and Power Nova were swapped in their effects. So, like, Power Nova was the one that did the weakness, and Raw was the one that did the damage. And then, yeah... They decided not to update Power Nova, which is unfortunate. I've duoed Castle Darkmoor a few times, but that's because I had a max level helping my low level 100. Yeah, I think without max levels, it's probably going to be a bit hard. I wish Gauntlets didn't cost so much. I'd have a full house of them. I can relate to that. An actual level 80 gear set would be so good for the game to dampen the slog that is Avalon through Chrysalis. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I just don't understand. Like, it's right there. Hell, they could have just done the same thing as Atavistic, but added it to the different bosses throughout Avalon. And made it an Avalon-themed gear set. Boom. Easy. Update Sword of Kings. Make it good. That's what I'm saying. What are we doing, King's Isle? What are we doing? Make it so you can craft the Sword of Kings into an actual good wand. There's Tartarus gear, though, but nobody does Tartarus, and Tartarus isn't an upgrade to Waterworks. Tartarus gives you, like, an extra maybe 5 damage at most compared to Waterworks without, like, any other bonus stats, to be honest. Like, Tartarus gear is not good. It's okay. Tartarus gear buff, they could. I think the problem with that is the fact that just enough people don't do even with a Tartarus gear buff, unless they did it insane, I don't think that they would bother. It's good for resist, but like, is it? Also, I think the bigger problem with Tartarus, I haven't mentioned this yet, but the bigger problem with Tartarus is the fact that it's only 10 levels away from Darkmoor. So like, by that point, you might as well just use Darkmoor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might as well just wait. Because 10 levels is not going to kill you. For a marginal upgrade. Like, you could wait an extra 10 levels, and then, you know, you can get near immunity with Tartarus gear. I feel like, okay, Tartarus gear does not give that much extra resist compared to Waterworks. There's no way. Yeah, it looks like it gives like almost the exact same. It does? Okay. Tell me right now how much it gives. And question, are you on PlayStation where the stats are glitched? Because I need to know. Not the universal resist gear. Oh, for specific stats? Well, that's just garbage. Not gonna lie. I would much rather simply do Darkmoor in 10 levels. It would just be better. The set resist gear gives 25 to 28 resist. Eh. Per piece. Okay. Am I insane, or does it not do that? Like, does the Zeus gear might give like life resist? Is that what we're talking about here? I'm opening up like 7 different tabs. Yeah, that gives universal resist. That's not bad. Yeah, okay, those give set piece. I would just rather have universal resist. Universal resist is way better. Also, I just got a bunch of Pigsy TCs. Out here gonna craft Pigsy. Not actually, that would be annoying. Alright. We got 5 more runs. I don't know if I'm going to run all of those, but we'll see. Bazaar to Mount Olympus, Waterworks, Darkmoor, Merciless, Darkmoor again? I mean, that's probably what I would do, yeah. Do we still have 4? We still have... I mean, okay, we could just run with the same 4 we did before. Might as well. Or not. Pandora just got bodied. Chrysalis World Gear is better than Darkmoor. The hat and the boots are. The robe is not. Who farms Chrysalis World Gear, though? That is the issue. If you don't have anyone to farm it with, you're probably going to struggle a little bit. But the Chrysalis World hat and boots are technically better than the Darkmoor gear. You still want to farm for the Yevgenia theme, though. Can only use Chrysalis boots because you'll have to socket Power Pip, but I feel like you would have socketed Power Pip anyway. Or you could use the Gorgon rings. That would sacrifice some Pierce, though, so you probably wouldn't want to do that. You guys are spamming. Chrysalis is a tough solo, especially as a fire. It does suffer. Most schools can hit 100 pip with the Darkmoor setup anyway? Yeah. Oh no, I have to use Google Translate. From Iceland. Good morning. Good morning. For me, it's 6 p.m., but good morning to you. How long could you make the Alpha and Omega ring stretch? I transferred to my death when it hits 90. You could use the Alpha and Omega ring from levels 90 all the way up to 150, realistically. I mean, hell, that's what we used to do back in the day. Before they buffed Merciless gear, we actually used it up. We still used it instead of Merciless, I think. Back pre-2022 Merciless buff. I saw some people run... Oh yeah, I forgot the Mirage ring from Mimic. I feel like not enough people did that, though. The Azteca rings? What rings are in Azteca? What rings are in Azteca? Unpopular opinion, Azteca was amazing? Listen, I always say this every time someone brings it up. Somebody has to like Azteca out there. It's not going to be me, but someone does. Just like basic damage and power pip chance, not crazy? Okay. Fair enough. Amazing soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. Honestly, I get that. Boston side content sucks. Hated Avalon with a passion. Love Chrysalis all the times I've ever done it. We got some dissenting opinions here. My current opinion, because I just recently did all of this on my Storm, as Avalon was very boring and had way too much walking back and forth. Azteca was also incredibly boring, but I didn't hate it as much as I used to. But I also did all the side quests, and I did hate doing that. And then Chrysalis Part 2 has been incredibly fun, but Part 1 sucked. Like, Chrysalis Part 1 was actually agonizing, and then the second I got to Crescent Beach, I started having way more fun. Chrysalis is just too long to ever enjoy? Yeah. I think that is the issue with it. Safari Best World, that's a take. The Nova Skip Elixir was added yesterday, I did see that. I honestly, I don't think I will ever use a World Skip Elixir. I just don't, I would just rather not. Zafaria is a world that exists. I agree with that. That is also my take on Zafaria. It is a world that exists. Once you hit Last Wood, Part 1 Crystal is just terrible until Part 2. I agree. Last Wood definitely needs teleporters. You go back and forth so much in that. You can almost skip through the entire game now if you've done it once on a wizard. You can. I don't think I would ever do that, but you can. I would rather just play the game. But it's an option.
My cousin, Nalia Dunstra.
I hate Novus. It's my least favorite world because of how back and forth it is. See, that's crazy to me. I didn't love Novus, but I didn't hate it either. I would say my opinion of it is like extremely neutral but slightly positive. How long till you do Chrysalis questing? I think I might do one more run after this, and then I think I'm going to hop into Chrysalis questing. Because, I mean, I still have like 5 credits left, but I just don't feel like doing I'm not going to do 8 Portal of Peril runs in a row on my myth. Too much. Novus was weird in a fun way, I agree. Pay to not play the game is better than pay to win. I could never fathom doing that. I would never pay money to not play the game. Like, I'm gonna walk my dog and then meet you somewhere for questing? Sick. Catmandu, my goat. Catmandu is an incredibly goated area. Do you think Death can solo Malistaire the level 100 dungeon? I would say I'm pretty sure it's pretty notorious for being one of the worst solo experiences, and only the most dedicated players can. You probably could, but I would just say go into team up. It's going to be way better. What realm are you going to be in? I'll go to the realm Kraken. Because why not? I've done the game 3 times before world skipper elixirs were even made. I deserve the right to skip the worlds I dislike. See, I get that, but like I would just never do it. I just never would do that. I don't have it in me. See in Sardonyx? Hell yeah. I was supposed to be in Kentucky, but the lines in Houston are 10 plus hours on the news and everything. Oh no. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Well, I am seeing right now that apparently there is a wait. And buy Ezekiel? Hell yeah. Kiosk or lending? Probably better find someone for lending, right? I mean, yeah, you would be way better off if you can find someone for lending, but obviously, yeah. Cheaper and less sticky talents? I don't know how much there'll be less sticky talents unless you, like, know the person, but... Hello, Mr. Noah. Hello. Welcome to the stream. The Drum Jungle. Drum Jungle does suck. Forgot what world was it that looked like Avatar with floating islands? I'm not sure. The only thing I can think of is like floating mountains in Azteca, unless there's like something else I don't know. Are they ever gonna fix the team up kiosk in Old Town? That's the question. Gonna do another run of Chrysalis now. I think I was gonna do one more run and then I'll do Chrysalis, but I don't know. I don't know. I need to, I keep forgetting that it's double pet XP, but like if the double pet XP comes out, and then I forget that it came out, and then I just don't train up my pets. I need to train up more pets on my Storm, because my Storm's pet is not perfect. And he also keeps failing. I keep getting Life Ward, and it's really pissing me off. I have Life Ward stuck in my talent pool. When are you going to do a top 10 secrets in Wiz? I don't know. That's hard. I don't even know what would be constituted as like a secret. There's secret bosses, but those aren't like super secretive. Secret trainers are cool, but otherwise, I don't know. The world with the Storm Titan last boss, that's Imperia. Who do you think is the most iconic Wiz player of all time? I mean, probably Blaze Lifehammer. Kind of hard to argue for anyone else, right? I think he's the only Wizard101 YouTuber with over 100,000 subs. Do a Wizard101 iceberg? I feel like people have already done that. People have already done that. You'll be there one day? I don't think so. I think we're at a current state of Wiz where there's never gonna be there will never be another Blaze Lifehammer. It just isn't gonna happen. Do we want to try triple fainting into AoEing? Or am I going to just... I mean, if we have a TC feint, I could try drop bear. I don't know if it'll kill, though. I don't know what its resist is. What are we thinking? Alright, well, I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I mean, I vibe with... It's just one of those things, like, where I don't think... Even if, like, you know, Wiz blew up again, I still don't think anyone would ever reach Blaze Lifehammer. It's just not feasible, if that makes sense. Like, just not something that I think can happen. I just barely killed there. Alright. Nice. Alright, I'm going to do one more run, and then I'm going to switch over to Storm Questing, I think. Do a video on the Dark Prospect of Zeke lore. Fun fact. I've considered doing a video on Zeke and the Zeke backpack theory for, like, years now, and I just haven't. I haven't. Alright, boys, we dropping? Where are we dropping? Do we got 4 here? I don't know if these people are actually here or if they're just, like, here. You know what I mean? Realm? I'm in Ivan. I'm in Ivan for anyone that wants to show up. Do we have 4? Hello, Kane Shadowmancer. I'm going to go on the Sigil in 3 seconds. I think we got 4. I'm going on the Sigil. Biggest Wiz blew up was when Moist Critical talked about the inappropriate messages that happened 1 year ago. Yeah, honestly, I think the funny thing is that Wiz had a way bigger... It was weird, because it was like, it entered the realm of, like, the popular media sphere, but console was, like, way bigger. Like, I think people remembered Wiz when the whole hacking messages thing popped up, but, like, people didn't go back and play it. With console, people went back and played that shit. I mean, there's never been a bigger time for my channel than in the last 6 months, but very specifically the first, like, 3 months were crazy. I mean, I gained like 10k subs off of console Wiz. Which is nuts. Nuts to me. Need to lock in and update console? That's what I'm saying. Are consoles mostly veterans or new players? Well, when it first came out, it was very much new players. But I think now it's kind of devolved back into... I mean, there's definitely been, like, obviously there's a lot of new players that stuck around, but I feel like it kind of went back to what it was before. Like, I think Wiz, we're at a point now, like, the console hype died down a bit. We're in April now, so it's about to be 8 full months since it came out. We've kind of reached a point where the hype's died down a bit. Which I mean, obviously I find it as a shame. I'm sure a lot of Wizard101 YouTubers are like, damn, that was a fun few month period. But what can you do? I mean, I think everyone gained quite a bit of subs, you know? Like there was such a resurgence. Switch revitalized it slightly, but it's kind of went back into a lull now. Current console play here, it's a mix of 50-50 in my experience. That makes sense. Is Wiz Mobile happening? I think that there were rumors. Just pip conservative feint on my Myth Wizard? Hell yeah. There are rumors of a mobile port. I don't know how I feel about it, because the problem is that I'm having with these ports is if they're coming out like that, is it's just going to keep doing the same thing. We're going to see like a massive explosion for like 3 months, and then King's Isle's not going to update the port, and everyone's going to be like, why are we not updating? And then they're going to disappear, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just disappointing. I mean, listen, if a mobile port comes out, I'll gladly make videos on it, you know? Make guide videos and do everything that I just did back on console, but, like, it's just a shame, right? Because it's the same thing is gonna happen. It's gonna be 8 months later, and then there'll be no updates, and everyone will be like, well, what the heck? Why is it behind? It did kind of feel like they didn't capitalize very well off the console release, but what can you do? Back to a point where I wish there was an Arc 2 pass? I think there should be an Arc 2 pass. The Arc pass would be great. At least Wiz gets all the love while Pirate's been dead. Yeah, Pirate's kind of GG'd. With mobile, the edge it gets that you have your phone in your pocket all day and everyone has a phone. But I think the problem with that is that you need Wi-Fi, right? Like, you're going to need a Wi-Fi connection. And also, think about... Like, I know that obviously, like, it's doable. And I'm not a mobile gamer, so I'm sure that I have problems that people don't. But I'm just thinking of, like, playing Wiz on a screen, right, like this big, would suck. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like that would suck. We have 5G. You know, I don't have 5G because I still have an iPhone, like, 10. But I guess that's true. Will we ever get a pirate console release? I just don't see them doing it. I just feel like they wouldn't.
What a charge. I'm sure I'll do better.
I'm not gonna say anything because of spoilers, but have you seen the data mining rumors for Pirate? I have not. I'm not, I don't tend to look at Wiz news before it's, like, out officially. Pirate has 5 players and 2 of them are me? Hell yeah. I'm the 3rd and I don't log in. I need to max out a pirate at some point. My highest level I think I'm at level 60. I'm in Aquila. Console port first came out, I had 2 friends playing it for that month, and hasn't played it for like 6 months now. They only got 1 hour into the game, which would have been like finishing Wizard City. Yeah. I mean, the game just isn't for everyone, too. I try to avoid spoilers, but then my curiosity eats at me and I can't help but look. See, I never get that. Like, I always think, like when like, there's the Pokemon leaks, I always try to avoid them. Like, I'll even avoid some of the trailers, because I just don't want to. Do you watch Invincible? No. I've said this a few times, but I don't really watch any form of TV or media. I'm a YouTube gal. What can I say? YouTube and Twitch streaming. That's kind of all I watch. You should play Pokemon Reborn or Rejuvenation. I think I played Reborn one time, but I didn't get very far into it. I'm not that into like ROM hacks and stuff. And I mean, I know those aren't exactly ROM hacks, those are like fan games, but I have I just have this issue holding me back where like my favorite thing in Pokemon is the fact that I'll have those Pokemon forever, you know what I mean? Did I make it back before questing? Yeah, we're almost done with this run, and then once we're done with this run, I'm gonna go swap into questing. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I like to like have the Pokemon forever, you know what I mean? So like I'll always have those Pokemon, you know? I mean, I've already done it, but would you ever do a full lore video for Wiz? I've considered it, but part of me is also like, why would you watch mine? I mean, I guess some people would just because they prefer me, but there's like plenty of people that have done it and have done it way better than I could. Chupa already did one. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd just rather watch Chupa's video. In fact, I have watched Chupa's video. It's really good. My friends have been playing Pokopia. Is that something you're playing? I'm not that into that type of game. Can't remember who made the most recent one, but it was absolutely terrible. Had so many mistakes. Yeah. I need to get a new chair. I don't know if you guys hear it, but in like half of my videos, my chair makes this noise. No, I can't recreate it. It makes like a click noise. I'll carry your storm through the rest of Chrysalis? Hell yeah. Pirate graphics better than Wiz graphics? Hot take? Depends. I think Pirate was better for a while, but then Wiz kind of retook it post Arc 3. I watch Chupa, but I feel like he rambles too much and goes fast through certain worlds. I get that. I mean, I don't know. Everyone has different tastes. I thought he did a pretty good job as someone who obviously never really played Wiz to begin with. Did a decent job of like describing what's going on. I'm not like, I don't know. It's one of those things where also I would have to fully, like, I wouldn't want to make it half-baked, you know? I would want to do my absolute best to make it a really good video, and that just takes a lot of time, dedication, and research. Chuba did a good job, and someone did a new one recently. I didn't like it. I have no idea. This may surprise you, but I don't watch Wizard101 videos. I don't watch. I watch some of Ice Gold's videos, and that's about it because I like his voice a lot. Wiz drama? I could never imagine getting into Wiz drama. That just sounds like Sleeper. You know what I mean? It's like a children's video game. I'm not gonna get pressed over it. I could never imagine getting into any kind of drama. Most WizTubers have quit, to be fair. A lot of the old ones have. There's still quite a few around. A new generation, if you will. I feel like I've seen the rise and fall of them, you know? I didn't pay attention that much, but like, I've been making content for almost 6 years now. Is that why you never really collaborated? I don't collaborate because, I mean, first off, collabing in Wiz, how do you do that other than like questing with someone? But also, I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone. I've heard death damage at max is still worse than Myth and Storms. No. Their Pierce is, but Death's gear gives the most amount of damage at level 180. Miss Zen Master Blue, don't we all? Don't we all? I was actually inspired. The reason why Myth is my main is because of his Myth playthrough. Inspired me to make a Myth. Alright, I think that I am done with Portal runs now. I've done... How many have I done since the start of the stream? I've been streaming now for almost 2 hours, and I did 3 on my Storm, 3 on my Myth, which is, like, way too many. 6 in one day is way too many for me. I still have 3 credits. I'll probably do those some other time. And then Madame Magda here, I could probably... I'll trade in my coins later. It's storm time. Who's ready for some Chrysalis quest? And we're gonna vibe. We're vibing. I just realized I've had music off this entire time. I don't know if there's even music in the background of that event, but I'll turn on music for Chrysalis. Okay. Anyone that wants to help and or like the 2 people that talked about being in Chrysalis, feel free to join. I don't know where you are or what's happening, but I am in the realm. I'm gonna be in the realm Kraken. In Sardonyx. What is Lunari? I think you can use it. It has something to do with Beast Moon. You can use it in Beast Moon. I've been actually doing the Scroll of Fortune for once, which is like crazy because I've never done it before in my life up until now. But I haven't even bought it because I don't have crowns. I don't have crowns. I'm too broke to get crowns. What level's your Storm? I'm level 107. I'm in the commons scaring all of the fish away. That's crazy, but based. I'm in the realm Kraken on the quest Heard It Through the Leaf Vine, defeating Zelda the Phantom Knight in the Sardonyx. Let me Tempests. Alright, Matthew, let's do this. We'll duo until a strong max level can destroy. Storm boss. Storm boss. I don't think so. Let me put a convert up. I love Portal of Peril. Never done Scroll of Fortune before. I get that. It's funny. I just like. What was I gonna say? I started spacing out. I hate this. I'm in exactly this quest on my ice, but no member. Rip. How much to donate for a full Catacomb stream whenever I want to be evil one day? I might do one on my Storm. We'll see. I mean, you can feel free to donate if you want to anyway, but I think I might just end up doing one. Because I've been doing all of the side quests on my Storm at this point. I'll tank for the Baylor fight and heal. I really don't even remember the cheats on that. Just gonna faint into glow bugs, I guess. I don't know why I didn't bring a Stormlord. Probably because my deck is messed up from Portal, but... Did you know the Scroll of Fortune mount you can buy permanently in the Crown Shop? Okay, I've been doing that. Sauce made a video on that. So scroll. I had no idea. He just spams a natural attack dot? Okay. Is the Catacombs as bad? I've seen like 2 people mention that. The Catacombs sucks. If you have high levels helping you, like at level 130. Okay, you keep asking these questions, I'm tired of you. You keep commenting these things, I'm tired of your weird ass questions. The Catacombs does suck, especially if you're doing it at the level you're supposed to. Like if you do it at level, what's it called? Like 130. That does suck. But it's not bad, it's just spamming King Detritus. That's not doing the Catacombs. That's spamming King Detritus. That's very different. Doing the Catacombs is doing all of the quests up to the Devourer, and that is very different. Yeah, I'm not looking forward, because if I do it on my Storm, I am going to have to do the Devourer again, and I just don't want to do that. You don't need to finish the Catacomb, though, right? You don't need to, but it's... A lot of people do it. It technically counts as a main quest. What's good, Unc? Don't call me Unc, but... Hi? Hello? Can I be considered an Unc at 23? I feel like no. I feel like I'm still young. I'm still in my prime.
Take your prize and leave me in my
The third piece.
Now, how do you think I carry that? I feel like that's way too heavy to carry. You hit Unk status at 20? Oh no. It's so doomed. I have no idea where the obelisk orb is in the Sardonyx, but I'm sure I'll find it. That's not Unk, bro? Alright. I'll take your word for it. Go to build site. I'm 18 and I consider anything in the 90s or earlier Unk. Rip. Rip to all the 90s babies. Sultan and the Bastion. Okay. Head back to the Bastion. I have been doing side quests on my Storm. I'm probably just going to skip them for now and then come back later and do them, but... My Storm's going crazy. He has like... He has like 170 badges at like level 107. I'm getting there with the badges. You're back gonna eat dinner? Okay. Not in my 20s anymore, and I feel I'm not old enough to be called Uncle, but people on the internet are getting younger and younger. That is how it works. Or, you're getting older and older. One of those is the option. Back to the Sardonyx. We all start dying after we're born. Wiser words have never been said.
You can see the iron gates are closed.
I've never been able to get all the badges. Most I have is on my myth, and it's somewhere around 600. Understandable. I like badge farming, but I don't think I would ever actively compete with the people that have like 1,000 plus.
There is a peculiar feeling in the air.
I was born in Ankh. I'm 21. Man, I remember being 21. It was a long time ago. 2 years ago. But those were the good old days. Also, the Undead Conqueror achievement's bugged on Xbox. Got the badge and over the achievement. That sucks. You're 23? How old did you think I was? I heard they rip your arms and legs off at 22. That's probably true. Thanks for the pet video. My pet's starting to look good. Hell yeah. I'm glad to have helped. 25? You think I'm 25? Do I look that old? Oh no. Shit, dude. I thought I was looking young and fresh. Level 71? That's a level. Zafaria level. I've been stunned. This is devastating. I'm 180? Hell yeah. I'll be turning 25 next month. I got another 4 months until I hit 24, so I got time. Thought you were like 20, bro? Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, though, is it's like... I mean, if you've been watching me for long enough, I guess it's hard to think, like... I mean, I was making videos back in 2019. If I was only 20, I would have been like 14. That would have been crazy young. Thank you so much for the $1 donation. I only have cash. That's okay. Sorry, dog. No, that's fine. That's more than enough. More than generous. Thank you so much. I always tell my husband he's an unk just to mess with him. He's almost 27. I mean, shit, that is kind of unk like territory, though. Getting up there. 27 is so unk. Big rip. I mean, I feel like I used to look older when I was like fat and ugly. Now I'm like less old. But I feel like the 20s are so hard because people in their 20s can look anywhere from like really young, like 18, all the way up to like 30. Just depends on your vibe. Gonna do a video about your transformation? I've considered it. Considered it, but I don't know. So true, that's what I'm saying. My barber asked me if I was doing a PhD when I was discussing uni with my friends. He thought I was like 30. I was 20 at the time. That sucks. If someone thought that I was 30, I would actually cry. Like, unironically. I would be like, that sucks.
This place has been ransacked, and there's no sign of Zed about. Best tell.
Thought it was a different channel. I was confused. Honestly, I get that. To be fair, I also took like a break. Not a break, but I wasn't uploading very frequently when I was losing weight, so it was kind of like a wild gap. Can I add you if you want to? I'm in Kraken and Chrysalis. Vibin', questin'. Did you just wake up one day and decide to lock in? Kinda, yeah, actually. That is kind of exactly what happened. I decided, I was like, shit, dude. I hate being fat and ugly.
No, I haven't seen him.
So I just settled on not being fat.
I didn't see anything. I don't know anything. Please, leave.
Listen, I don't know anything about Zed. Who sent you? Please.
It's crazy. Creatine and steroids go crazy. You're not wrong.
You are
Your friend code, if you want to If you want to drop it, sure. Or became a gym cell? Honestly, you're not wrong. I haven't missed a workout day. The last time I missed a workout day was when I got freaking gallbladder surgery a few years ago. How much do you bench? I don't tend to... I don't actually go to the gym. I imagine I could bench quite a bit, though. I missed the friend code. I think it just gave me brackets. Why is it doing this? Why is it not copying that right? Okay, wait. Hold up. I have to type it manually? What the hell? Cease. There you go. All right. Let's roll, Matthew. Sounds where I look like a teen again when I shave the beard. I mean, I feel like when I shave, I do look like 2 to 3 years younger. But I also shave like every other day now because I don't like facial hair. L pet fail. Rude? You're not wrong, but rude? What do you have to shave? My beard? If you say something weird again, I'm ready to take you out. I hope you know. I won't, I promise. All right. I'm ready. I have a sniper trained directly on your position. Yeah, there's something so addicting. Once you get into like the habit of working out every day and burning calories, it becomes so habitual. You get to a point where that's just what you want to do all the time now. Also, that didn't do that much damage. He crit blocked. That sucks. 15 coins per run is so cheap a KI. You get bonus ones from the event. You get like, if you do the whole thing, you get like 800 total. Every day I don't work out. Lost a lot of weight though. Yeah. Did you make a fat loss video? No. In my ice playthrough episode 1, I did talk about it. Or was that my death playthrough? I don't remember which one. In one of the episode 1s, I talked about it. I am in the building. Welcome to the building. Who did you ask for my oh, I just accidentally sent an apostrophe. Send me your diet list. I'm low-key chubby. The way to do it. Hi, this is my main account. Welcome. The way to do it is simply literally to lock in. Like that, unironically, that's how it works. I was eating 1200 to 1400 calories a day and then burning 500 plus for a year straight. That shit just works. It simply works. Can you do a reagent video where you show off the reagents needed for crafting locations? I have great news for you. If you look at my guide to speedrunning crafting in 2026, I literally do that. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. That's very generous of you. I really, really appreciate that. Do you still need the orb? I do need the orb. He had to show me up. Bro just came in here and bodied you with that donation. Thank you so much. It's very, very generous of you. Thank you for the vids. Hope you can get Resident Evil 4. Oh, thank you. Honestly, I forgot that I even listed that as a donation goal. I've been so addicted to Resident Evil lore recently. And watching people play it. My friend has it. And I've been watching him play it. And I'm like, I want that shit. I want that shit. Going through the Resident 2 Evil remake right now? Hell yeah. I'm like really addicted to the lore right now. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. Thank you. You guys are very, very generous. Requiem was really good. Highly recommend. See, now my problem with that is that's a $70 game, and I don't buy $70 games. I don't I don't have the money. I mean, I do have the money, but I don't like spending the money. No, what's your favorite music genre? Right now, my favorite music genre is 2020's alternative rock music. So, right now I've been listening to like Water Parks, Hot Milk, Honey Revenge, that kind of stuff. Have you gotten most of your spellments to rank 5? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think I've gotten 0 spells to rank 5. The closest I have is on my Storm. My Stormlord is 60 off. Such a vibe, yeah. What's your opinion on pirating from big companies? To anyone that wants to do it, go for it. I don't. But I mean, stealing from big corpos, certainly not a bad thing. Kaiser Noah stream? That's what I'm saying. Noah should make a guild. That's a lot of work. I'd rather just not. Wait for a sale a few years, price decreases, but it's worth it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, also a lot of new games nowadays, they tend to go on sale even for a little bit less. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if in like a year, Requiem goes on sale for like even, you know, $15 cheaper would be great. Only big corpo games I've bought are Skyrim and Witcher 3. Hell yeah. Noah, can you ban me? I've never been banned from a stream. Are you sure? Because I'll do it. I'll do it, but I would feel a little bad. Have you ever played Elden Ring? I've never played it because, once again, it costs too much money. It's on sale for like $35. I was considering getting it, but not forever. All right. I've considered it, but it is a game I'd probably have a lot of fun with. I just don't. I don't like buying games. I don't like buying games. Not forever. Okay, here. I'll put user in timeout for 24 hours. There you go. You're dead now. I feel bad now. You're dead now. Like permanently. Elden Ring is goated, $35 as a steal, I attest. Like, I considered it. Like, you're not wrong. It would probably be a lot of fun, but I have so much on my plate right now. And by so much on my plate, I mean, like, I have so many games I haven't finished that I need to finish. But yeah, I would probably love Elden Ring, to be honest. I'm not, like, the biggest Souls-like guy, but I do enjoy some games like that. Like the Jedi games. Those are some of my favorite games of all time. And I did like those. Like, beating those in Grandmaster was really, really fun. What happened to your homie? You mean the guy I was questing with? I think this is his main account, and he's decided to just power me through up until the point that he's at, I would assume. Me and my sister are making our own Pokemon game. Would you be interested in trying in several years? Potentially. I mean, I guess I'd be down. Is it like a ROM hack? If it's a difficulty hack, I'll probably be shit at it, but I recently built my first PC and I've been going through actual decades of gaming history. That sounds awesome. I mentioned that my friend was into Resident Evil recently, and like he kind of got me into it through osmosis, but he played all of the Resident Evil games like in order. And honestly, doing something like that sounds fun. Like, I've considered like doing like the Metal Gear game series like that, especially now that Metal Gear 4 is coming out on PC. Like, now's the time to do it. The only thing is that Metal Gear 1 is like the most horribly outdated game of all time, but I'm down to do it someday. Novus Elixir is out, folks. It is. For the people that don't like Novus, you can skip Novus if you want to now. Is this where the orb is? I feel like I have a vague memory of the orb being over here. I'll beat up the last prayers first. Okay. Yes, look at me go. I remember. I got into Resident Evil through a friend too. I'm going to finish the remakes in 7 and 8 while 9 gets a proper crack. Understandable. Just need Waller, Selenopolis, and Darkmoor. Then the game is complete to skip entirely. I think out of any world, the only one I would even want to skip would genuinely be Selenopolis. You know where the other orbs are? Do you need me to show? I vaguely remember where... I think I remember where the one in the Shadow Palace is. I don't remember where the one in the Hive is. Conda Desert, I'm not sure. Resident Evil 4 remake is best the first time. The Resident Evil 9 is Evil 9 is best overall. I'm considering it. I mean, the donation goal that I set that they reminded me of that I completely forgot I had set was to get the Resident Evil 4 remake. It's only $50, which is like great for a new game. I mean, I guess it's not new. It's 3 years old at this point, but no, the next time you stream, you'll get Requiem if I donated $78, $80. I mean, I would buy it, but I don't know how much I would stream it. I don't like making false promises, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably wouldn't stream it. Because I just don't. First off, when I play games, I kind of like, especially new games, I like to just kind of get into them, into the vibe of them. But also the fact that I am very much a... You guys would be frustrated if you saw how I played games. I play games in the least intuitive way possible. All right. Sardonyx is very long. I don't mind it, but like it's definitely a bit long for a street. But that's okay. Stop. I'm not doing your side quest. Hey, from Germany? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Isn't it like really late in Germany right now? And by really late, isn't it like midnight? 1 a.m.? Resident Evil 2 and 3, I still need 100%. I'm working on Requiem. I wish you the best of luck. That is part of the reason why I want to, the Resident Evil games, I love their post-game system, like the challenges and the challenge points. Like that's specifically in 4 and 4, 3, and 9, and Village. It's 12 a.m. Well, I hope you're having a good night. All right. Do I have Faint in my deck still? I took it out. Let me put it back in. I didn't draw it because I forgot to take out the Stormblade. That's okay. Doing fine. Played God of War 2018 and Ragnarok, then borrowed my friend's PS2 and played God of War 1 and 2. Now I'm emulating just because I have an old CRT and I had the option. Understandable. I've thought about playing the God of War games. I actually think I own God of War the 26 it was 2016? 2018? Yeah, you said 2018 in your message. I'm stupid. I have God of War, I think. Do I? I do. I never played it. I played it for 46 minutes on December 30th of 2022 and then never beat it because I am lazy. So worth it, my guy. You know, I would imagine that someone named Maiden Ragnarok would like it. I have this really bad habit of getting into games and then not like, because I'm super ADHD, right? So when I get like really hyper fixated on a game, I'll play it constantly for like a week or two, and then I'll get out of it, and then I'm just done, and then I never get back into it. If I'm hyper fixated for long enough to beat it, awesome. If I'm not, then unlucky. Do you know when the 180 update in Germany comes? Because the US server comes already? Oh, okay, well, I regret to inform you, the EU servers are behind by like a long time. I imagine that Darkmoor isn't going to come out for a while. Is Selenopolis even out yet in EU? I imagine, right? It has to be. That was 2024. If that's not out, that's rough. But I imagine if I had to guess, soonest is probably not going to be until like the end of this year. The EU servers are unfortunately heavily neglected. Okay, now that I successfully did almost no damage because I'm not critting on the enemies, let me throw up a feint, which I probably should have done round one, but I digress. He has high block, understandable. My bad. Okay, you're using... Okay. Alright. Weren't the EU servers supposed to be mass updated to catch them up? If they were, then they haven't done it yet. Blocked my crit. Yeah, KingsIsle does not necessarily feel compelled to update very frequently. What's the opinion? What's your opinion on the spring Red Bull flavor? I really like it. For those of you that don't know, it's the cherry Sakura. Is that it's going to be reversed if I hold that up. Well, if you can read in reverse, it's the cherry Sakura. It's very like a floral taste, and it's a bit on the sour side, which I really like. I'm usually not a big fan of cherry drinks because they're usually very artificial and like they taste like really like they send like a it's like a very like a cherry slush flavor that I don't really like. But this one's good. It's not like that. Airport finally sent my luggage back. Hell yeah. Will you play GTA 6 this year? I'm considering getting a PS5 for GTA, Bloodborne, and God of War Trilogy Remaster. Let me tell you, we've been talking about games and buying new games. I'm certainly not going to spend $100 on GTA 6. I don't know if that's exactly how much it's going to cost when it comes out, but I'm not spending that much. Absolutely not. I like the coconut Red Bull, but I heard they're discontinuing it. That would suck. GTA 6 is confirmed $70 to $80. Well, I'm still not spending that much on it. That is just way too expensive. Modern games are way too expensive. The literal only games that I'm willing to spend that much money on are games that I know I'm going to put like 100+ hours in. Like I spent, what was it? It was 70 for Legend ZA on Switch. That was like the last full priced game I bought. And I put 100 hours into that, you know? I knew I was going to, so I knew that it was worth the money. But like most modern games, I'm like, yeah, I'm not spending that much money on it. Way too much. I'm already level 170 after 1 month, and I'd like to socket my armor. Do you think I should do it now, or should I wait for the update and socket later? Well, I mean, again, I have no idea when the update is going to come out, but I imagine you have plenty of time. So if you wanted to socket now, you definitely could. Dog, go get some sunlight? That was over the course of like a few months. The game came out a while ago. I get plenty of sunlight. I mean, okay, I don't get plenty of sunlight recently because recently there has been quite a bit of snow and it has been extremely cold. After 1 month? Yeah, I mean, that's like what? If I divide 100 by 30, that's only 3 hours a day. That's like not that much. Noah, can you confirm consoles adjusted mount speeds? They have not. That is a graphical glitch. PlayStation, very specifically on PlayStation, there is a glitch where values are increased by 25% more than they should. That is not, they are not actually increased. It is just a visual glitch. Still wish Wiz had a way to track hours played. I know Steam has that, but for those that don't use Steam, I'm curious how many hours you all got. I probably have. This is horrible to say, but I think I have in the 5 digits. I'm pretty positive, actually, that I have in the 5 digits. I was shocked. Okay, I would change that. Yeah, that was not. I have no idea why it's specifically on PlayStation. On PlayStation, the values are glitched. On Xbox, they're not. So I don't know what that's about. Like, I'm thinking to when I was a kid, I would like come home from school at 4 o'clock or whatever, and then I would play until literally like 9 o'clock when I'd be forced to get off and go to sleep. And I did that every day for years. That was like that. I played for 6+ hours every day for years, and that's not even counting the fact that like, uh, there were later on in my life, like my Wizard101 Steam hours are 500 just from my balance playthrough, which is what I started on my channel. I am very willing to bet that I have maybe even more than 10K. Like, I would guess like 15 to 20K. I mean, I guess you also have to understand I make what, like I spend what, at least an hour or two on Wiz every day making a video. Someone just someone just commented on a video that I made 5 years in August of 2020 on the level 48 storm quest for the pet, saying that I didn't get the pet. I'm confused. I think it's a separate quest. Maybe? I have no idea. I haven't done the pet quest in a long time. That's crazy. Your videos are so good. Thank you for the input. Thank you for watching them. I appreciate it. I'm happy to have helped. I mean, yeah, it's hard to have a concept of how many hours you have because like there's I mean, especially as a kid if you played so much. Let me throw in some storm converts. Like I'm trying to think cuz in Steam I have my most played Steam game of all time is a game called Europa Universalis 4, which is like a real-time strategy game. Back in high school, from freshman year to junior year, so like 2 to 3 years, I went home and played that game for 6+ hours a day, and I have 3,281 hours in that game, which I shouldn't have to say that that's a lot. I was so thoroughly addicted to that game, but like I don't think I think that those 3,000 hours were back then, and it's only been like 200 in the last like 6 years because I just haven't. I played it so much that I overplayed it, if that makes sense. So I imagine that Wiz is like triple that at least. Most played Steam game is Hollow Knight at 100 hours. I think I'm pretty sure on Steam I have like at least 20 games that are all above 100 hours. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have 19 games that are above 100 hours. 2K hours EU4 enjoyer here. 3K is crazy, bro. I was so addicted to that game when I was in high school. I mean, that should be obvious by my YouTube username. Like I was a big history nerd in high school. And EU4 was what I was thoroughly addicted to. Alright, do I just want a Stormlord? I kind of want to just Stormlord. I'm taking the Feint. I'm sorry, Valcor. Probably wouldn't be good. Probably would be better to let you take it, but too late. I'm a Storm. We don't have to think. We don't have to think at all. You sat for hours in Croc? I did, you're right. Phasmo has roughly 500 hours logged, but the majority of them are me sitting in the van. That is so based and true. I used to play Phasmo a lot with my friends, like way back in high school. I don't think I haven't played it since November of 2023, but I have 93 hours in it. It was very fun back then. I was never the van guy. My friend was the van guy. I was always the guy that went in and died. And let me tell you, I would die every single run because I would just run around shouting the ghost's name, and then I would get absolutely murdered every run. And it was the best. That was like the epitome of like the friend game, like if you know, like playing with friends. Like if you think of I didn't even think about the fact that the myth trap works for me. That's awesome. Like if you think about like more modern games like Repo and stuff, that was like the progenitor of that, like the friend game. I pull the cards every time I break the mirror at the front door. When we used to play, that was before those haunted items were added a lot, like the new ones. I think that the haunted mirrors existed for a while, right? But the tarot deck was newer. Or was it? Am I thinking of something else? I'm thinking of the monkey's paw. Just realized you used my trap. Yeah, I did use your trap. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just remember I always used to, like, whenever there was a Ouija board, I would just, like, force my sanity down to 0 and just die. Phasmo was great. Like, peak friend game. Monkey Paw was the latest cursed item added. Yeah, I think that was... I remember I tried it out, but, like, I didn't have much experience with that. I also forgot that the prism would use the trap. I just didn't even think about it, to be honest. Baylor the Broken Fang is dead. Massive for me. I don't even remember how much longer... Oh my god. Okay, that is not how you do that. That's not how you do that. Am I going to be able to get out of this? I feel like I'm not. I am. Look at me go. I'm great. Am I still in Kraken? Still in Kraken. It's always fun to play tarot roulette and just sit in a circle with your friends and have each person draw a card in a circle until the cards run out. Yeah, that was fun. I always remembered it was fun to, like, you'd be like, all right, let me pull a card, and then the first one just starts a hunt, and you're like, oh no, I've made a grave error. Wow, I'm really looking at Ezekiel right now. All right, there we go. The thing about Phasmo though is that I didn't have like a huge friend group. It was only like me and my bestie. So we'd always just duo Phasmo, do duo runs. And the problem with doing a duo run is like if one person dies, it's kind of GG. It's a little bit of a GG. At least if you're stupid and you don't know how to play the game. I'm sure if you're an experienced player, it's not that bad, but what was your major in uni? Well, before I dropped out of college, I was a history and education major. And then I decided that my unmedicated ADHD, I simply couldn't take it anymore. And so I left. School was not for me. And you know what? To be fair, I got the hell out of Dodge early, cuz let me tell you, job market right now for people with degrees, not very good. Not very good. And I mean, going into education, I would have been fucked anyway. One, Collected 1? Okay. Fine. Once my husband and friends die, I tell them to make a guess because I won't go into the house. That's honestly understandable. As someone who graduated with a degree in education can confirm. Yeah, that was something. Fun fact, I'm about to repay my student loans. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm doing data science right now, and I notice I suffer terribly without a proper routine forcing me to study, so uni works pretty well for me. I think if I ever did get a degree, it would have to be an online degree. I just can't sit in a classroom. Like I could in high school and I was like fine, but I wasn't like perfect. But like once I got to college, it's just not for me. I know, I'm going to graduate school soon. Can't wait for the job market. Good luck. I wish you luck. I hope you find what you're looking for. Going to trade school soon? Now that's where you want to be. Trades, there is always going to be trades in the job market. What's the drop rate from the Storm Titan? I'd really like to get the wand. I honestly have no idea. I think that they adjusted the drop rates when they added standard and challenge mode, but I don't know what they are. It's been so long since I've done Imperia. Thoughts on the green meanie? Then someone else asked me this, and I still don't know what it means. Or are you the same person that asked this before? What is this? There's a Wizard101 mount called the Green Meanie. He looks kind of cool. Is that who you're talking about? He looks pretty cool. Yeah? Alright, well, you know what? I give him a 7 out of 10. He's pretty cool. I wish I went into a trade, going to end up with an urban planning bachelor's in a couple of months. Perhaps should have been a plumber or a carpenter. Okay, to be fair, urban planning probably wouldn't be too bad. It depends, because I feel like it heavily depends on your degree and what you're looking for. Really depends on what you're looking for. You should farm that rank 999 boss that drops the snake mount. You rat on his head and get the badge. I don't even remember where I got this. I remember that being a thing, but I simply don't care about that. It's an okay mount. It's whatever. I shouldn't have drank this other Red Bull. I already have to pee again. Very unfortunate. What can you do? There's only 2 bosses in the next area, and then 3 in the Solar Arc. We're getting places. We're getting places. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know if I'm going to finish Chrysalis today, because the Hive is probably going to take a full hour to do, even while getting boosted through. But, so I might end after the Solar Arc, because I also still need to exercise and stuff today. But we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. It's not like you have anything else better to do. I mean, kinda, but kinda not. Listen now, don't get greedy. I've already been streaming for almost 3 hours. That's like 3 hours longer than usual. Where is, hello? Is nobody here? What has happened? Guys, I can't quit either. Did the game break? Did the game break? Is my stream still on? Crash incoming. Game disconnected. Oh, oh, oh. Are we back? They loaded in. They loaded in. Hold. Oh. We're so back. What does your gear look like? I have the strong urge to quest again. I have 8 maxes on one account. That's a lot. My gear, I mean, my stats, I got 152 damage, 39 resist, 35 accuracy, good crit, 32 pierce, 110 power pip. It's not the best setup, but it's good enough. I think the lowest thing is my pierce. I should have a little bit more. I have Gorgon Ring, Random Shitter Darkmoor Amulet, Old Morgantha Thame, Gorgon Wand, full Malastare gear, a pet that could be better, Battle Narwhal, and then a Pip deck. What routine do you follow? Push pull legs. I'm a heavy cardio guy. I like doing any form of cardio. My primary form of cardio is the dance. I do dance. I'm going to school right now. My work's paying for it as long as my grades are good. Hell yeah. I hope that hope it continues that way. Wow, that's gay. Wow. All right. I try to burn 500 calories a day. That's my goal. And it has been for a while. Most of the time I end up burning like double that. Depends. Yesterday I burned 885 calories and I exercised for 80 minutes. Bastion. Okay. Back to Bastion we go. Hey, Zoltana. Honestly, props. I could never. I feel like once you get into the habit of doing it, it's not even that bad. There are some days where I absolutely don't want to exercise, but I still force myself to. But like, I'd say that that's far and few between. I actually the worst experience of my life was when I had to get surgery for my gallbladder. That like 3 week recovery time where I could not exercise was probably one of the worst 3 weeks of my life. I've never felt so like just useless and like a slug. I felt like a slug man. I know this sounds like I'm crazy, but library hidden temple amulet plus dual schoolblade jewel equals mock Morgantha amulet with resist. Probably not a lie. Why'd the chat die all of a sudden? I mean, people are just chilling. It comes in ebbs and flows. Sometimes people chat a lot, sometimes people don't. What can you do? Gallbladder surgery sucked when I had to get it done during the final week of my college junior year. I imagine. I hope that you don't have lasting gallbladder issues like I tend to. I cannot eat fatty foods very well at all. But what can you do? I don't even remember this guy. Logan Spiral Glider? Who even is this? Random shitter NPC? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I really have to use the bathroom again. I'll be back in a minute and a half. I returned. Imagine y'all left and came back to 0 views. That would suck. I'd cry. That feeling with knee surgery tomorrow. I hope, if you do have knee surgery tomorrow, that I hope that you feel better. My gallbladder surgery was easy. It was just the illness leading up to it that was bad. For anyone that hasn't experienced gallbladder attacks, it is perhaps one of the worst things you can go through of all time. I can't even stress enough. So I've told the story before in my Let's Plays, I think, but I did something so stupid where I ignored it for a week because I thought that I was just sick. And let me tell you, I gave it like a 3-strike system because I was having gallbladder attacks like almost every other night. Don't wait until the 3rd one. If it hurts that bad, go to the hospital. That was definitely the worst pain in my life. And when I went to the ER and they gave me anti-nausea medicine, I can't even tell you how blissful it was. Like, it was the first time I had not felt nauseous in a week straight. It was so good. It was the best even. But yeah, it's so rough. There's nothing you can do to help. We're talking like a 9 out of 10 on a pain scale, maybe even a 10 out of 10, and you can't do anything. I looked at I remember like panicking and being like, what's happening? I looked on the internet and they were like, well, you could try like peppermint tea, and I tried that, didn't help at all, and it was gross because peppermint tea is gross. Did you have to wait long for surgery? No, luckily it was very fast. I was in the ER. I went at it was very early. It was at like 3 a.m. I was in a room by noon the next day, and then I left the room by 5 p.m. the day after that, and then the surgery was for the next day. So the whole process took about 4 days, 5 days. Got the Deluxe Express service? Yeah, it was, luckily it was pretty fast. But I wanted it out. They asked me, they were like in the hospital, they were like, so you can go home for a day. Are you fine doing surgery like this day? And I was like, yes, give me now. Coughing after surgery was on the same level as the attacks themselves. Coughing was rough. Not good. The whole week after that surgery was horrible. I don't know if you had the same thing I did where there was just like a bubble above your stomach, like your midsection, there was just like a bubble. That was there, and like my left shoulder hurt so bad because of that gas, because they shove a bunch of gas in you. Noah, pay for my next tattoo. It's only $1,400. Do I look like I have $1,400 to give you right now? What is that price? Oh my god, like what are you getting? A full body tattoo? Or like a whole back tattoo or something? I set a donation goal for buying Resident Evil 4 remake. Do you think that I'm going to spend the money on 14? So if you did, I mean, if I had like $1 million, yeah, sure, why not? But like I don't. I don't. Getting my ribs done? Okay. Never been hospitalized for long term. I feel so lucky for that. I mean, I wouldn't really consider mine long term. Mine was only like 2 days. The worst part was not being able to drink caffeine because they didn't let me. They had me on a pure nothing diet. I was eating Jello and that's pretty much, it was like Jello, ginger ale, and water, and I hate ginger ale, so I wasn't drinking the ginger ale. But I wasn't allowed coffee. Horrible. Yeah, Noah, do you remember me telling you how my girlfriend got perma chat banned for saying you fool with a K instead of an L? I do remember that. I think I was like, I said like your best bet would be to email King's Isle, but good luck, have fun, because they're probably not gonna change their stance. She got unbanned? W. Massive. Okay. I was gonna say, if you explain it to King's Isle, there's like a 50-50 shot that they're like, alright, fair enough, just don't do it again. Yeah, I don't think I'm probably not gonna do the hive for today. She was so mad she didn't want to write the email herself. Understandable. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the hive today because I just don't. I'm not feeling it. I think I'm gonna. Oh, I just got into a different battle. This is so stupid and so sad. I waited for her to go to sleep and did it for her. Honestly, W. I got muted for 15 minutes and felt like such a sinner. I think when I was a kid, I got muted for like 12 hours one time and it felt rough, yeah. I was just so sore, but glad I don't have to deal with it anymore. I don't miss having a gallbladder that functioned less than 20%. The doctors thought it was my appendix at first. Um, I feel that. Like, I hate the fact that, um, I hate that I can't eat really fatty foods anymore, but at the same time, I would never take what I was experiencing back again. That was for sure the worst. I straight up told the doctors when I went into the ER, I was like, guys, I know that you're the doctors and everything, but I'm like 90% sure that this is my gallbladder. And then I described what I was feeling, and they were like, you know what? This does sound like the gallbladder. And then I had to go, I went and got like a, what is it called? A CAT scan or something? They had to schedule that for the next day, went and got that. And they were like, yup, that's your gallbladder. And I was like, nice. That's what I'm saying. All right. I think Conda Desert might legit be one of my least favorite areas in Chrysalis, just because it's like boring and bland. Everything looks so dismal. Edwin the Architect. Defeat Deathstalkers and collect Jasper bands. Okay. I had to get a test on this basically induce an attack and I just had to lay there. That sucks. At least you're done now. But yeah, I didn't have to do that. They were just like, yeah, that sounds correct. Looks like everything in Mirage. No, no, no. Mirage looks way better than this. What do you think's next for Arc 5? You think a new world? Do we keep backtracking to worlds we've already been to? I don't know. My hopes, I said this earlier in chat, but I would absolutely love it and adore it if we went to Cool Ranch in Wizard101. If the next world is Cool Ranch, I think just automatically it will be my favorite world in the game. And it won't even be a close one. Like, it will be great. But I wouldn't mind a new world. I wouldn't mind a completely new world. I think it would be really cool to have like a, I'm trying to think of like where there hasn't been worlds. I'm sure there's quite a few places that haven't really had anything. I forgot the story already. Why did we have to fight Dream Merlambras? I don't remember. We were in Imperia. Things were going crazy. We were in our mind. I think the main story beats have been predicted in Darkmoor already. I mean, yeah, that's... Usually you can see where the plot's going. I feel like that's true for every arc. The only arc that's not really true for was I think arc 3, if I'm being honest. Where do we think it's going? I mean, I think it's going to be like a whole... If I had to guess where it's going, I think that there's going to be something to do with the real world and how the real world works. And I mean, I guess that's very basic, but like, I think, I mean, yeah, it's going to be something along those lines. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a very like solid idea of where the arc is going. I just know it's going to involve Earth and Miranda Briar and Earth magic. And then there's some tension with Bartleby right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't have anything against Bartleby until I had to fight against Bartleby Quietus, and now I hate that guy. He's an asshole. But like Earth or Wisteria Earth School? I imagine Earth, but like, you know, maybe Chester Drawers has got something to tell us. Can you imagine if we actually went back to Wisteria for Arc 5? That would be nuts. I had this theory that what we saw in Hero 101 is what's going on with Earth, and that's what why Miranda's doing what she's doing? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be some tension with Bartleby coming up. I don't particularly care one way or the other. I think Arc 5 is off to an okay start. I probably like it better so far than the story of Arc 4, but not as much as Arc 3. Arc 2 is iffy, because I feel like I don't like Morganth, to be honest. Skull Island next world. Skull Island would be cool. I don't know if they would ever do that, though. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like going to the base, like the very first world of Pirate 101 would be a bit much. I could see us going to the worlds we've been to in Pirate 101, like Valencia or Monquista or something along those lines, but you think Morganth is still alive? Knowing Kingsisle, yes. We didn't see her die, so... Likely, yeah. Approach, friendly barbarian. Every time you talk about Pirate 101, you tell us how beautiful Mushu is there. That's because it's so beautiful. Nothing can beat how Pirate 101 Mushu looks in my eyes. We already went to Skull Island once during the 5 boxes event? Yeah. Can I one-shot these guys? I cannot one-shot these guys. Yeah, 5 boxes events are kind of cool. I miss them. I don't even know when the last time the 5 boxes event came up. I was going to make a video on it, but I don't think it's come out in a while. Unless I'm, like, going crazy. Love that the 5 box event show that the Wizard's the one who started the reaction to saving the pirate. Yeah, it's kind of a cool tie-in. Kind of a cool tie-in. They need to run the special events more often. I think they're on a set schedule. I don't think they are, really. Because we've had the lost... I think we've had the lost pages twice in the time since we've had the 5 boxes, unless I'm wrong. But it's been a while. The Lost Pages event was back in January, I think. Go to Big Water. This doesn't look good at all. No, that looks horrible, actually. Alright. I'm almost level 108. We're going places. We're going places. There's really no point in being overleveled, but I like how overleveled I am currently. The great thing is going to be once I get up to like the Imperial range, and then I can start being like, once the XP goes down to 1.2, and I can be massively overleveled, things are going to be great. You know the holiday reruns are on a set schedule. Halloween packs come in April and Christmas packs come back in July. Okay, I didn't know Halloween packs came back in April. How are you so overleveled? I've just been doing all the side quests. I I've been wanting the Halloween packs to come back because of two packs. There's one pack that has like the moon wands that looks sick, and then there's another pack that has a set of pirate gear that also looks sick that I kind of want. I'm excited. How long have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for 3 hours. I'm not gonna lie, I am really hungry, so I might just end after the Conda Desert. I know that you, I know that you wanted me to power level me through Chrysalis in one day, but I don't think I'm down. I'm just really hungry, and also don't feel like finishing Chrysalis right now. Love the Moon Wands. I got one of them on my first try. That's awesome. I really want the red one from could be cool for my Fire Stitch. The white one could be really cool on an Ice Stitch, to be honest. I don't remember what the other one is. It's like a green one, right? Really wish that Bunferatu dropped some of the Halloween pack stuff. That would be cool. It'd be a cool way to like have a year-round way of getting some of it, but I use the blue one on my myth. I want the green one for my life currently. Yeah, I think that'd be sick. I think that would be sick. Think KI can do an abracadoodle world? I don't know if they could do it effectively, but they could. All right, where are we in Chrysalis right now? We're on quest. We're on quest 234, so we're only 40 quests off the end of Chrysalis, but again, I am not feeling finishing Chrysalis right now. Ooh, I got like a mini mega snack. Now that's cool. What are you doing hidden back here? What are you doing? Defeat creeping water bug. Okay. If you insist. Come do Portal of Peril. I did Portal of Peril for 2 hours at the beginning of the stream. I don't really feel like coming back. Hot take, they need to bring back Grub Guardian support? That would be cool. I think it was the best side game KingsIsle ever made. Oh damn, I missed it. Well, the best part about streams is if you really want, you can go back and watch it later. But yeah, it was I did runs for like almost 2 hours. Wish they made Pet Derby worth doing. Yeah, rip Pet Derby. I think I asked someone this before, but can you even still do Pet Derby? I don't know the last time I've seen anyone ever do it. I haven't played Pet Derby in like 8 years. I would only ever do it for badges. I played it like a bit as a kid, but I didn't understand how it worked. I missed like 10 minutes. You got to go back and do everything again. I think you've missed like one boss and one defeat and collect, and that's it. All right, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Now, what do I eat for dinner? I'm thinking some chicken. Keep it healthy. Desiccated Treebeard. What an interesting mob name. Okay, I'm going to have quite a few side quests to do. Alright, we'll do this, and then I think I'm going to end stream off for today. Damn, look at these guys. They look menacing. You should power through Solar Arc. It's not that long. I could. I mean, you're not wrong. It's not that long. It wasn't even like... It's not necessarily that's a long thing. I'm just hungry. Subathon when? I don't think I have enough people to do that. People don't really donate to me that often. The people that do, I mean, you know, I love them, but I don't think they got enough. I don't think they got enough juice in them. What's your thoughts on Miranda so far as a villain? Don't love her, don't hate her. I think she's a bit annoying. Okay, I think the overall gist, I hate that she keeps calling me Whiz Kid. I hate that. I'm like 23. Stop calling me Whiz Kid. Fine. I guess I can power through the Solar Arc real fast. It's like, what, 4 bosses? Might as well. Might as well. Yo, Devim. We made it. By Bastion, we made it. I mean, shit, we did kind of make it. Time to do the Solar Arc. Yo, it's the Emperor of Mushu. Look at him. He looks cool. I'm gonna take a picture of him. As soon as I stop leveling up. There we go. Keep the picture. Now, where is the Obelisk Orb? I mean, it's just in one of these chambers. Storm Lens in chamber. Let's see. So there is... This is a boss that I need to convert for. And there's another boss, and then a double boss. Okay. Will ice ever be good, or will it always be sort of in the middle? I mean, I think it's... I would consider it to be good right now. Like, at the very end of the game, it's good, but I don't think it's ever going to be the best. It's been nice to convert, can never run a balance. Hell yeah. You think there's spirit titans like there is elemental titans? I don't know. I feel like in the lore there isn't, right? But I don't necessarily know if you know, they could add to the lore later. Elemental fights. So after finishing the Solar Arc, there is going to be about 27 quests left. That is a minus 50% accuracy. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? All right. Well, let's see if I fizzle. Surely I don't. I'm just built different. No, I'm not. Never mind. Unlucky. Just finished my Ice Frost Giant quest, and then the quest that mentions there's multiple Titans. Yeah, that's in like the, or at least it was in the old books in Wizard City back in the day. There were the elemental titans, like the storm, the fire, and the ice titan, and they fought together, and then Bartleby was all like, yo, cease. Stop doing that. That's bad. And they were like, okay, I guess so. Okay, I guess so. Damn, that was big damage. That's the lore of the third arc? Yeah, pretty much. With the grandmother Raven and grandfather Spider. Do you think people care that much about energy gear? I mean, people definitely want it. What do you think would have happened if Malister succeeded? Like, he beats the wizard and then? I don't know. I think his plan was to destroy the spiral or something. He wanted to resurrect his wife. I don't really know what the whole point of the Dragon Titan was, though. I don't remember. Game would be much shorter. You're not wrong. It would be much shorter. Oh no, not a dead whiz child. That would suck. Alright. Yoink. So I think I'm probably going to be level 109 finishing Chrysalis, which is a very unsatisfying number. But what can you do? I ask because the arcs after Malister just seems a little bit more insane. Yeah, I mean he does go a little nutso. Okay, surely these aren't gonna be Storm. Keep Storm going till 110? No. No, no, no. You guys are already getting bonus content. I already told you guys I was planning on finishing after Con of Desert, and then you said keep streaming for the Solar Arc. So here I am doing the Solar Arc. But I don't got it in me. When someone gonna call Child Protective Services on Merle, though, sending a child out into all this danger, it is a bit questionable. He does directly, like, kidnap you from your home and then send you to solve the problems that he could absolutely do himself. I like to think Malister could have just clapped us in Golem Tower and didn't. I mean, he definitely could have. The guards at Wizard City are terrible at their job. I think the whole point of them was that they're not designed to deal with magic, but that makes you question why they're guarding a magic city in the first place. Like, I would assume maybe they're more supposed to stop the students from breaking laws, but, like, what are they going to do with a spear? Stab them? Makes you question a lot, to be honest. Alright. My Wizard101 goat, welcome to the stream. Welcome. You're tuning in, like, towards the end, but welcome. Like, we can do basically whatever we want except jump over objects. I mean, true. I noticed at the start of Wallery, but the lore reason why literally no one helps us is because they're too busy. They're too busy to stop the spiral from exploding. That seems like a bigger issue. What are they busy doing? What are they doing? Noah, how many wizards do you have? I have 3 max levels. My myth, my death, and my fire are all level 180. My ice is level 170 and still in Selenopolis. And then my next highest is my storm at level 107. Busy studying sounds like code. That's what I'm saying. Why do people get more than one wizard at the same school? It if you want an actual reason, the actual reason to do it is that you get spellaments, so you can transfer spellaments to the main wizard from one. You can also reuse gear on the new wizard, which is cool. I've considered making a new myth wizard on this account and then transferring the spellaments, because my myth obviously didn't get any spellaments from the quests before because they'd already done all of them. Like, specifically going through Celestia would be quite beneficial. Would you ever do a run with a balance wizard? I'm level 105 right now and loving it. I mean, I like balance. I have the... I actually forgot to mention that earlier. My balance Let's Play series wizard still exists on my Steam account. I just don't use him. He's level 118, 119, somewhere in that range. I have a friend who trains to 100 for spellments and then deletes, makes me die inside. Honestly, I kind of get it though. I've deleted many a wizard. I've deleted like a level 90 Death Wizard on this account. I deleted a level 90 Storm Wizard on this account. I've deleted another level 100 Storm Wizard on this account. What's the highest level you deleted? I think it was 100. 105, somewhere in there. Right, strategy. It's a strategy. The spellman system is stupid. The spellman system is stupid. I always tell people to make a new wizard and save themselves the trouble of playing a balance. Understandable. No, enjoy the rest of your day, brother. Keep making videos. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your day too. In a perfect world where I live forever and Wiz stops updating, I would get 2 accounts, each with 7 max wizards. That would take a long time, but you could do it. But why? Is it just to make room for more spellman grinding? So every time you complete a quest, you get a spellman. And so for like Celestia, you can get a full bonus like 120 spellaments by doing all of the main and side quests from questing up, right? But then you also get bonus ones for beating up bosses while doing it. So you end up, if you do every quest in Celestia and getting through it, you get like 150 bonus spellaments. And technically that's a beneficial way to do it. Is that on console? I believe so. Yeah, you can get, yeah, you get spellaments from quest. It's an option you can do. I meant transferring? Yeah, you just put them in the shared bank. Alright. I've walked directly into a wall. Alright. Almost done. I don't know if I hate myself that much to make another balance. Understandable. What was your reason for deleting a wizard past 100? Just because I didn't... So I think the thing is, right? I mean, some people may share this or not, but I always have like a connection to my wizards, right? Like I build memories with them and whatnot. And when I haven't played a wizard for a very long time, I kind of lose that. So, like, I just didn't feel a connection to those wizards anymore, if that makes sense. Hold up, I'm listening to dialogue. All right, that's fine. I'll be waiting. That's the last. I don't know how behind you are. Okay, just like 20 seconds. All right, I'm sitting here. We'll do the shadow arc and then I'm done. And I'm done. I'm at Balance Lands. I already went there. I already did that. I'm fast. I only delete wizards when they're single digit level. Understandable. I just feel like I don't know. If I don't have the connection with the wizard anymore, I just don't feel like it. I'm just not feeling it, you know? So I wasn't feeling that Storm Wizard anymore, and I went, nah. The highest anyone has. There are definitely people out here who have like 20 max levels. Do not underestimate the degeneration of man. I hate this new like visual glitch with that timer on particle effects. Why is there 5 enemies? Hello? Who made it that way? Thank you so much for becoming. Sorry, I had a minor stroke. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member, joining the Green Name Gang. If you type in chat, your name is now green, which is awesome. I really appreciate that. It's very generous of you. Katie. Green name. Look at that. I don't think my name isn't green. No, my name is yellow. What happened? I'm green? Welcome, welcome. More stickers for members. I do need to add more to channel members. I'll probably do that soon. Game crashed. Rest in peace. I do need to add more. I have currently 1 emote that I added 6 years ago now. Exactly, which is why it's so unobtainable. Yeah, I do need to do more for channel members. There's like 10 to 15 people who are channel members, and they have almost no benefits, which makes me feel bad. Can't bring myself to go and mid through Darkmoor. Honestly, understandable. Make them mods. That feels like giving them way too much power. A little bit too much power for a $5 donation. I'll solo this, no biggie? Okay. I mean, if you want to sign back on, I'm sure you have time. You just got stunned. Maybe a 6-month membership earns a mod? That's still only like 30 bucks. I also don't want to make a habit of... Oh, that it didn't sign you back in? That sucks. That's weird. Usually if you crash, it just lets you sign back in. It's unlucky. Paying to be a mod sounds weird, and no. I don't think I would do that. Hello, Belwyn. Need Darkmoor on console. Just got my avatar piece this morning, first attempt. Hell yeah. I signed back in, but can't teleport back in the dungeon. Yeah, I just usually though when you crash like that, it will sign you back in inside the dungeon. So it's kind of weird that it didn't do that. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I have not played Wizard101 for a long time. Well, welcome to a Wizard101 stream. Welcome, welcome. We're in Chrysalis. How long have I been streaming for? 3.5 hours? It's kind of a long stream for me. I don't usually stream for this long. He's about to end, but you know, yeah, I am about to end the stream, but that's okay. I don't know if I crit, but that's okay. How much do you think we're going to have to pay to get full admin, console, and Wiz? I kind of doubt KingsIsle would ever sell that. I guess that the only thing that I collected were the permanent housing dungeons. Housing dungeons are cool. There's quite a few of them now. Back in the day, there was only a few. Now there's like 15 of them. Santa Muerte. Despicable. All right. Still love this. They can stun you, but you can't stun them. That's how it works. Unlucky. I have so many Exalted Zeus one-time dungeons. What do you even get from it? Mounts. I'm pretty sure that it's really unfortunate, but I think Zeus Exalted duels are literally the worst out of all of them. Like, they barely give anything. I think, like, the Rattlebones and Crocopatra at least give gear. Meowie already doesn't really give anything either, to be fair, but I think it has boots that can work. That are comparable to Darkmoor boots. And I'm not sure. Is that it for the Exalted duels? That might be it. They seem very bribable. I don't think they're bribable. Surely if they're bribable at some point, they would have added good updates, right? The ones that people want. Storm Dragon looks like Spyro? Hell yeah. Let me just blade in the Stormlord, call it a day. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. That's very generous of you. Thank you for the chill stream today. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for donating. That's more than generous of you. I appreciate that I can be people's chill streamer. We should add a proximity chat on console. Can you imagine how terrible that would be? There'd be people jumping you in the comments in the bushes. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the sirens is a little brutal. That's a terrible idea. It is a terrible idea, but like, it would be hilarious. Can you imagine how hilarious it would be if you heard someone in the comments being like, hey, give me packs. Keeping Wiz alive in the Big 26, doing the Lord's work. I'm trying my best. Trying my absolute heart out. And what can I do other than try? You know, I just realized I don't even have a plan for tomorrow's video. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Have a good night. You too. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know what the plan is. What would be a good video? I have some ideas. Workout video, honestly. Why raids are not worth doing. I feel like there is reasons to do them though. The main reason to not do them is just not having friends or wanting to. Noah, what's your opinion on manual transmission automobiles? I cannot drive a manual, but they're cool. What did Morgantha want to do again? Just remake the Spiral? I think she wanted to take it over. Mirror will break, horn will call kind of thing. Alright. And the raid gear looks good to me. Hot take. The robe's pretty good. She wanted to remake it. I see. Dark Shrike. Look at that. Journeyman Shadowmancer. Look at me go. Diego. Hello. And just like that, I've made it to the hive. But I think that's gonna be it for today. I really don't feel like beating the hive today. I'm so close to the end of Chrysalis, but I think I'm done. It's I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. I really need to go get some food. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I like some of these ideas. We'll see. Thank you so much. Jesus. thank you all for tuning in. To all of you that donated, thank you so much. You're very, very generous of you. Obviously, donations mean a lot to me, and just, you know, being there is great. For all of you that didn't donate, that's fine as well. Obviously, it's not necessary, but I really appreciate it, and thank you guys for chilling with me. Don't spend that dollar all in one place. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to go get some food and call it a day. Go work out and stuff. Everyone enjoy the Portal of Peril. If you haven't watched my newest video, go watch my newest video on the Portal of Peril. If you already know about it, still watch it anyway. Give it a click. Thank you, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.